I need Carlos to have that shirt open for the finale. Well, look, I was a little. It's a little open. It's not like this because I felt like this was doing a little too much. I don't know if I like that. I think that's a little too. Let me sit up straight first. Let me see. Maybe. Well, it'll open and close at the same time. All right. So, Carlos, come on and tell us about the next. Subscribe to my Patreon. Claudia Jordan, Mandy B, and we discussed it. I had no idea that it would be a thing, so I clarify some things. So go to my Patreon, and you will hear my full explanation of the comment. Okay, but Dustin is back tonight, so Dustin has to play the game with us too. So when Dustin comes on, as if he cannot hear me, we're going to ask Dustin, Leonardo DiCaprio, George Clooney, Ross, what it's like dating him. Okay? So, because Jasmine did it, Blue did it, Claudia did it. So we need Dustin to join in on the fun. So I hope you all had a good weekend. This weekend, what did I do? Oh, I went to go see Spider-Man. First of all, I love the movie. So, spoiler alert, it's a great movie. That's all I'm going to say. It's a great movie. I loved it. Love the storytelling, the whole 9 yards. I must say, Tom Holland. Let me put my glasses on. Am I the only one? I was like, oh. Huh. Tom. And we don't mean Sandoval or Shorts. Or Girardi. But the gag is I was really into the movie and I thought it was good. Zendaya looks good. Zendaya, your husband, is okay with me. So what I had to do, is that Lizzie? Lizzie is here. Lizzie. She says, Spider-Man, Carlos, next time take Sheppy. I will. I'll take my little nephew. But no, Spider-Man was good. Zendaya was great. So, y'all know how, like, y'all think I'm a short king? And apparently, it's a debate on TikTok about my height. Because when I meet people in person, I get mixed reviews in terms of my height, not anything else. So some people be like, you're taller than I thought. And I'm like, okay. Then some people be like, you're shorter than I thought. So I know there's a debate on my height. So I bring that up to say I was watching Spider-Man and I had to like Google how tall Tom Holland was. Because he's a short king. Tom Holland is 5'6". I think he's Blue's height. Blue, I need to... Blue, we need to know if you and Tom Holland are the same height, child. But anyways, I saw Spider-Man 3, and I do encourage all of you guys to see it. It's a really, really good movie. Excuse me, we have a jam-packed show tonight. We are going to get into the dangerous side of media as it relates to the rumors that Nene Leakes, okay, is replacing Shamea Mortimer-Wangi. We're going to get into that. Why is Lula texting me saying, I thought you were short before I met you? Do I read short? But you know who ain't short? Dustin. Dustin is tall. Dustin reads tall, though. But in person, Dustin's like tall. And Dustin likes to give hugs. And Dustin also likes to pick you up off your feet. Now, look, I'm not going to tell you where I heard that from, but let's just say the streets are talking, okay? But Dustin is tall. So I am 5'9". And I don't think that's short. But I am watching Pop the Balloon. I know I'm 3 years late. I'm obsessed with the show. And I know being short is not desirable for a lot of women. So I want to ask Claudia and Blue, if a guy they date, what is the shortest they'll go? So we're going to talk about that. We're also going to get into you and my sneaky link look alike, but he is 6'2". Am I not this? I'm teasing it. You're a sneaky link. So do me a favor, send us a picture. I know that defeats the purpose of a sneaky link, but I want to see what you're talking about. So the thing is, I think I'm an average height. But we'll talk to Claudia and Blue about that. We want to get Dustin's height in addition to what is Dustin's package. Okay, thank you. I drink water. And the other thing is we're going to get into Nene and Shamea rumor, Belle Collector reunion, Real Housewives of Atlanta season finale, in addition to the reunion trailer. And also Claudia Jordan was mentioned on Watch What Happens Live last night. Claudia cannot. Claudia's always in the news. But without much further ado, give it up for Claudia, Blue, and welcome back, Dustin.
Hello.
That's right. That's right.
We missed you, friend. Oh,
Sophia home now. Things are fixing to speed up. God damn it. What's going on?
What's up, friend? Yeah.
I'm not 5'6". I don't know who lied to you, Carlos.
You were definitely missed.
I miss y'all too, man.
Wait, Blue, how tall are you?
5'8.5". We see each other.
Are we the same height, Blue?
Yes, sir. We probably were the same kitten heel. Yes, we were the same
No, he tried you.
She put you in a patty mill.
This is 93.
Said you was in them Hillary Clintons. Not the Hillary Clinton.
You missed what's not Dustin.
First of all, okay, listen, not that there's anything wrong with it, because I did live in Atlanta since 2008. But I do not. Hi, Derek J. Hi, Miss Lauren. I don't wear heels.
They call them lifts in men.
I am not Tom Cruise, Blue.
Or Sherman Hemsley.
Look, if I'm 5'6", you wear heels. So look at this.
Okay, so you're 5'8". Okay, so you're 5'8.5".
And I say 5'9" to be lazy, but it's 5'8.5".
Okay, 5'8". Claudia Jordan, how tall are you?
I used to say I was 5'8" for modeling purposes, but legitimately, I got to be honest, I'm 5'7.5".
Really? I thought we were the same height, Claudia. You stand tall.
I do, and carry a big stick. It's my energy.
Claudia, you just came out.
I got big D energy.
You do? I really thought we were the exact same height.
Yeah.
Claudia has the biggest deek of female reality stars in the business. She stands on it every day.
I was in Atlanta, and they was telling me that this weekend. So yes.
What happened in Atlanta this weekend?
So they're doing a documentary about like love and hip hop. And so I went down there for Saturday, and I just stayed, spent the night at Mimi's, and then I went to like a day party on Saturday. Saw Sheree. We would had a good kiki. When I tell you, she looks so good. Her face, I was like, girl. I kept staring at her. I'm like, you look so good. She's like, no, and what women always do, no, but this, but that. I'm like, no, you look good and vibrant. I said, you are looking bomb. The body was bomb. The face, and we talked a little bit. Shamea, that was on Hollywood Exes, she was there, super sweet. We were all chit-chatting. So it was Shamea, Sheree, Mimi. I even saw Shekinah Joe. She was there as well. And a few other girls came up to me, and they were like, yo, thank you for just like standing on business, even if it's like the unpopular opinion, you versus 1,000, it don't matter. You like, don't stand up, get off your square. I'm like, I don't. But I said, people love it or hate it though. But it was just dope. Like Atlanta shows mad love. And your girl was getting a lot of love from the ladies and the gentlemen. And I started getting pictures sent to my phone already. Oh. Hey, great sweatpants.
Wait a minute. Now, Carlos, you have props happening.
Wait, the picture. Okay, Claudia, tell me when to stop in regards to the picture. Is it between Diddy, Dustin, Ross, or is it So what? Tell me when to stop, Claudia. You ready?
Yeah.
Stop.
You told me to tell you when to stop. Did I say anything?
Okay. I'm gonna start. These are the inches that Claudia received.
Go slower. Go slow.
Okay.
So she said,
Take me through there.
Take me through there. Sorry.
Keep going.
I have a shallow cervix. This is ridiculous.
Man, if you don't pull that dick out, go ahead, Carlos.
What is that right there? What's that?
Horse. It's a horse, Claudia.
Where are my glasses? It's so big. Okay, hold on. Smaller me. This is 1 feet.
I don't want 1 foot in me. That's a lot. Maybe
So,
take it
Claudia,
out. Take it down a little. Take it. I gotta look at the picture again. Hold on, let me look.
That's ridiculous. I don't want to be anywhere near that. I would break up with somebody over that. I'm so sorry.
I like a challenge.
No, that's a lobotomy. That's different. That'll scramble your brain.
See, Dustin's laughing because he understands. We would never admit to being scared of anything. Like we'd be like, nah. And
that's fine. No, if I see that, I'm leaving. I'm going home.
Maybe it's giving this, Claudia.
What is that?
7.5.
Boy,
Your face.
Well, I don't know.
Listen.
You say you trying
Thank you. That is how hospitals say. Thank you, y'all. The rest of us, our regular cervix people who can only anything more than 7.5. Please don't call me.
All humans are created equally.
That's true.
We all have our strong suits. I can't read tarot cards, okay?
And I can't take
exactly.
I can't braid hair.
There you go.
I'll tell you what I can do.
If you have a 12-inch penis, please do not DM me. I don't want it.
You know what's the largest you would go blue centric?
Am I in love?
Yeah, you're in love.
At a certain point, it's labor. Whatever you had, that last one was it. 7.5. I'm good. That's a husband.
But you prefer like 5.
No, well, that just sounds like I'm men lie. So 5 means 3. So no, I'm not gonna say that. No, 7.5 is perfect.
Okay, you don't want the Dustin Ross special.
No, I don't want a baby arm.
Okay.
No, I don't want a baby arm. No. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Dustin, how do you feel about being sexually harassed on camera?
So
I'm lucky. So yeah, I'm happy. I love it.
My friend
rain down on me,
had a man like that, and she had to go to physical therapy to take the rest of it. So I had to spend a year listening to her how to take the rest of it. That's why I'm traumatized.
Coward.
Her pelvic floor wasn't built for all that. She had to learn breathing exercises.
Hand is not a word. If a baby's shoulders can come out, then a baby arm can go in.
All right. So
they're gonna talk about you if it's little. They're gonna talk about you if it's big. So might as well be talked about for it being big.
Called husband penis. A husband penis is like the kind of thing you could go home to. You don't even have to be lubed up for it. 12 inches. You have to do breathing exercises.
Okay. I listen.
Haven't we been practicing breathing since we came out the womb?
All walks of life.
Dustin, the chat wants to know what's the dating package.
Okay. So, Dustin, you were missed as always.
I miss y'all too.
Yeah, so happy to have you back.
Yes.
So you were gone. Dustin, you missed a week. You missed a lot. So I want to raindrop. Are you okay before I get into Belle Collective? If I can do the honors, catching Dustin, Leonardo DiCaprio, George Clooney Ross, on what occurred last week when it was ladies' night. And shout out to Jasmine Henley Brown, who not only attended your show to rave reviews, she also was here to step in while Dustin was stuck at the airport going through madness. Okay.
Going through madness. And I just want to send never mind. I'm not even going to do that. I'm not going to be ghetto and declass our show, but I was about to cuss an airline out. I'm not even going to do that. Continue, Carlos. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for that. We had a conversation last week where the three of us plus Jasmine discussed what it was like dating us. What are the perks of dating a Claudia Jordan? What are the perks of dating a Blue Centric? What are the perks of dating Carlos King?
Yeah.
So what are the perks of dating Dustin D, which isn't silent, Ross.
First of all, I'm not no fake guy, a fake person. So if I'm dating you and if I'm claiming you, you're gonna be confident and secure, you know, in the place and the role that you play in my life. So there's number one, right? You don't have to worry about none of that fuck shit. Number two, it means that you have risen to the occasion when it comes to things like having nice feet. You know what I'm saying? Things like, you know, paying attention to detail, your lips never being chapped. You know that you have reached a certain bar if you know that's the position you play. Second of all, I'm old school, you know what I'm saying? My mom and dad been married for over 55 years. So yeah, you know, and so my dad always gave us sustenance and covering, you know what I'm saying? I don't ever remember my mother one for anything. In fact, I remember her having a lot of shit. So that's something that I think should be mimicked. I think that's a great way to, what better way to just make sure that your partner knows that you love them than to take care of shit, right? So I think that that's important. Yeah. And that don't mean that's a free pass for you to be a fucking bum. We talked about that on our other show, Catch Reality After Dark on Carlos King's Patreon. But, you know, I do believe in showing up and that being a demonstration of love, like making sure that people are secure. Yeah. Am I secretive like Carlos? No, I'm not. I'm private, not secretive. So there's a difference, right? I went on a date recently and we was, you know, holding hands and all that. We was doing everything you do when you on a date, and I was seeing people that know me and I ain't give a fuck because they was fine. So you know what I'm saying? So that's it. Like if you there, you there. And if you see it, I would hope that you have enough respect and decency to keep it private for me, because I'm not telling your business, you know. But I'm private. I'm not secretive.
All right. Yeah. Would you like to ignore the conversation that I just had 5 minutes ago with the ladies?
What conversation did you have?
Where my prop came out.
What the hell? I didn't see the dick. Claudia said he sent her the damn picture. I don't know what I could contribute to the dialogue. You know what I'm saying?
He might be walking tonight, so I don't want to like say that I'm sending it to you guys. So I'm not sending it to you guys.
No, I don't even need to see it. You know what I'm saying?
Dustin speaks for himself. Feel free to do it.
I'm tired of seeing dicks.
I would like to see it when someone goes. What kind of problem is that?
I'm maxing out. You know what I'm saying?
He did ask for the link for the show tonight to watch. So he's like, you can tell him you met Gray Sweatpants. I said, okay, I'm gonna say it.
That's what's
I didn't type anything, y'all. It was just a conversation. Before y'all go say I got no walls now. Okay.
Oh God, Claudia, who gives a fuck? At the end of the day, you are young, vibrant, gorgeous, together. You are the
walls intact. Walls intact.
Okay. Now I would love to see it. So listen.
Nobody said anything to my phone. I would like to see it. Dustin speaks for himself. I don't mind.
Okay, I'll show you mine next time I see you. I'll show you in my phone.
Oh,
I'm not gonna pull it out. I will pull it in my phone. I'll show you. Mine. I'm not.
Well, we might be all in the same city soon one day, right?
Well, you guys, I got it for Thanksgiving. I don't even laugh. I got a dick pic in a turkey. I was so devastated.
What you mean a dick pic in a turkey?
He was in a turkey. I had to block him. I'm being so serious.
He put his penis in a turkey?
Yes. I'm like,
what do you call that?
I don't know, stuffing. The caption was stuffing.
What do they call that? Turducken? Turdicking.
No, that's for the vegan.
The turkey, the dick, and the chicken.
Yeah, no. I still have this on my phone, but that shit scared the shit out of me.
Yeah, food ain't sexy to me. Get that shit off of me. I need to take a shower. That's nasty to me. I don't want no food on my body. Yeah, you're a weirdo if you're sticking your dick in a turkey. I'm gonna say I don't give a fuck. That's weird as fuck.
I love turkey, and I like to make the turkey sandwiches after for like a few days. So I'll be pissed. Don't be putting your little dick or big on the turkey, in the turkey, around it. Like, put that up. That up.
Anyways, that's the last dick pic I ever saw because I put a kibosh after that. So if you want to cleanse my palate, y'all just let me know.
You want to see a big dick, Blue?
Yeah. I thought I was clear. Like, we don't LOL on here.
Hey, Gray Sweatpants, if you're watching, is it okay for me to send my friend and co-host picture of you in your heavy ass? It looks heavy. It's heavy.
Well, Claudia, don't forget, a lot of straight men do watch Monday Night Live.
Hey, straight men, all 4 of you.
They do. No, it's more than 4. Listen, living witness.
They keep saying, tell Claudia stop saying that we in here. Like,
I love it.
I've been on tour with my comedy shows, which shout out to my sister Blue. Thank you so much for being at my Boston show and just making it extra special. Feeling that love, really, you already know. I love you, friend.
I'm like the auntie in the front, like, yes, baby, that's right. You better tell them. I was one of those.
My girl was right there, so I just appreciated that. But damn, I forgot. I just lost my train of thought that fast. They be they're in the audience at my shows all the time. So many women come and we're like, we're raindrops, and this is my husband or my boyfriend, and he knows you from the show, and so he wanted to come tonight too. We got tons of straight people that watch, so straight men that watch this show. So what's up, straight people? I might not agree with your lifestyle, but I love you. You know what I'm saying?
Not agreeing with the lifestyle.
I don't agree with lifestyle. It's true.
I love you, Claudia. I just don't agree with your lifestyle.
Is that straightophobic? Should I be offended? It's not a safe space for me.
I have all kind of straight friends.
Being talking to me is ghetto.
We are not a monolith.
Claudia, I respect you. I separate the person from the sin. You know what I'm saying? Look, my friend got a house cat, and I told her that shit, like, I love you, but I just don't agree with your lifestyle as a cat.
No, cats, they smell, and they show their booties a lot.
Sorry, thank you.
Claudia's like her cat. They're aggressive with the
cats. Don't smell.
Claudia cat don't stink.
No, you seem like you have
none of my cats stink.
I smelled your cat when I was at your house.
Pause.
Did you really, Dustin? You did.
Clip this up, Dustin.
Dustin, you were in my house and you was in my house. Like, you been around me. You ain't never smelled no foul odors around me. If anything, I smell like vanilla Blanco.
In fact, your pussy was on my lap.
I need him.
Sure was.
Yep, your pussy was kept jumping in my lap the whole
time. Just purring and vibrating at healing frequency.
Come back, Carlos. Say something. You left me alone with these.
I know. For some reason, the power of Stamigubadia interrupted my internet.
Why would they put that?
You better get those last names right. That's the second one tonight. We just getting started.
Dustin, is weed heat, Dustin?
I don't know. I know I'm scratching over here. I'm always in
heat. Dustin, we can't be scratching, brother.
Yeah, I'm in
That's
heat.
True. You can't be scratching.
Dustin,
don't do that because I get
I'll need my boy to scratch. Okay. So one itch that I do want to scratch is a rumor that has been out there, which it does bother me that we even have to talk about this, but it also goes to show you the dangerous side of social media. So and when I say this, I'm not dissing the outlet or dissing this term because that's not what it's about. But this blog posted an AI flyer stating that Nene Leakes was coming back to season 18 of the Real Housewives of Atlanta and that Shamea was out. So when I saw So when I saw this, not sure what the three of you did, I kept scrolling to look at what my algorithm shows me, which is anyway, so then I'm like, this is nothing, right? This is nothing. True story, a few reality stars texted me and said, is this true? Ooh. And my response was, you got to be shitting me. Like, you believe this. And they're like, well, people are saying it. I'm like, there's no credible source. And then it literally became a news today to the point where Andy Cohen had to go on his radio show and say that he is pretty much fine with the current cast of season 18 and that there are no changes to the current cast of season 18. Well, TMZ reported that Nene Leakes did not receive a contract. I did not think this was going to spread, no pun intended, to Dustin's weekend, but I had no idea this was going to spread. But instead, it became like big news. But it made me scared about that. You can literally put out anything, no matter the source, the outlet, how many followers you have, and it will create a story. Claudia Jordan, when you first saw this story that Nene Leakes was replacing Shamea, did you buy this?
No, they do this every year. And part of it is wishful thinking from a lot of people that would love to see Nene back on the show. That's understandable. But this season compared to last season was so much more together and fun and off the chain and better. They'd be a damn fool to stop this momentum. They need to keep it exactly as it is. Don't add, don't subtract anybody from the show, and let everybody come back next season and see what it is. Shamea is finally getting into her, getting comfortable. They're getting up under Portia's shadow. She's becoming her own housewife. There's now beefs between the ladies that they have their own issues with each other. Some of them kind of quite swiftly and kind of fake swept them under the rug, under the carpet, and we kind of want to see a little bit more of that next season. There's things storylines to follow now. I think it'd be crazy to shake that up again, and let this cook for a little while. Let it marinate. Let it cook.
Okay. Oh, Dustin.
Yeah, I'm old, so I come from the school in the days of the Sun and the National Enquirer and shit. You know what I'm saying? All the stuff we knew was bullshit, and we knew that we could separate that from actual credible, legitimate media outlets that we could trust, right? But with the influx of the internet and all the goddamn misinformation, I think it's funny that I'm actually grateful that we can use this as an example to show people the importance, right, of discernment and of fact-checking information, right? Because this can actually bleed over into some very real areas of our life when it comes to information and misinformation and the difference between the two. So just use this as a lesson. As much as we all would love to see Nene Leakes back on the goddamn Housewives, it ain't happening next season, okay? And we know that. We have a flat-out confirmation from Andy Cohen on our hands. Let's let it go. You know what I'm saying? And let's just leave it there. I think that it's just something that people really want. But I don't want to be dumb and gullible. You know what I'm saying? So because of that, my ego don't want me to be that way. So when I read certain shit, I look at where it's coming from. I cross-reference it. I fact-check it and shit because I don't want to see some shit like that. And Nene coming back? You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be like that. So I encourage others to do the same.
Blue.
Yeah, I agree with everything being said. I just think it's so interesting how, let me choose my words, unintelligent the audience is slowly becoming. Look at that. Look at that, me learning tact. I don't even think it's misinformation. I think it's disinformation. For those who don't know, disinformation is intentionally telling a lie. Misinformation means I made a mistake, I didn't check it. Disinformation means I'm a harbinger of chaos who's putting out bullshit to create more noise. And I think when it comes to reality TV, disinformation is actually the name of the game for the same reason that Andy's having the same cast, because even angry rage bait engagement is still engagement, right? I tell this joke all the time. I think I was talking to you, Carlos. I said, whenever I'm doing like a Love Island review or Married at First Sight review, people get mad at me, my income doubles. Like people getting pissed at me literally puts me in another tax bracket. And I hate that, by the way. I like cashing checks, but I hate that that's the way that it's done, because if you don't have integrity, what does that do to your brain chemistry? That you know that if you get people mad, even if it's disinformation and a flat out lie, you could pay your rent next week. So I think we're entering into a sinister time where it's no longer people are just stupid and trying to not fact check because it's, a lie, don't care who tell it. I think folks are intentionally creating rage bait because a lie pays the bills. And that is,
yeah, somebody needs to beat them the fuck up.
I agree.
And no one ever apologizes for fake information. They don't ever say, they never want to like clean it up. And if they do post when they have to fess up that they messed up, it's so small retraction. Yes, thank you. No sleep, too much hookah and lemon pepper wings this weekend. I was very ghetto. Retractions, that word. It's always so small. Yeah. Unlike Grace, it's really, really small. They don't really make a big deal out of it. The same bloggers that run with it, they never say my bad. And that happens time and time again. We've all probably been victims of that. They will run their mouth about something, and then when you clear it up with proof and evidence, this is quiet on the creek, okay? And no one's saying nothing about nothing. No one want to even say, oh, my bad, nothing. So, fuck them.
Yeah. And let's be clear. When or if Lanithia Monique Johnson Leakes is returning to the Real Housewives of Atlanta, it will not be an AI generated post that reveals that. Okay, it will be a big deal that will be embargoed until something else happens. And in regards to Shamea, look, love Shamea or hate her. When it comes to season 18, Shamea Moore-Timawagi is not going anywhere. So I'm not sure if you guys are trying to start this campaign to get rid of her. I'm not here to say anything else outside of what they have said. But all I will say is what Andy said is what he said. Okay. So, you know, it also goes to show you, and it's what you guys were saying, I'm happy with this cast. I'm too. Happy with the and I do feel like if you guys really look at what's about to happen season 18, we all should be celebrating that everyone is coming back. Like, that's a big deal. It hasn't happened. I can't tell you the last season where everybody came back and nobody got let go, demoted. Everybody's coming back and everybody deserves to come back. And I'm looking forward to what I'm seeing. And once again, if you did not hear it on Monday Night Live, it is not true. Because, Monday Night Live is a credible source. We are the TMZ of unscripted television. You have heard it here first. We will always keep the source, just like Claudia did when she revealed Pinky was pregnant. So, that's Claudia, right. I want to get to.
You can tell we don't rehearse. I never be ready. Okay. Oh my God.
Claudia Jordan is vindicated once again because the Real Housewives.
I love it here.
So thank you, Blue. I love it here too, babe. So
do the horse, Claudia.
Do the horse. Disappear into the shrubs.
So Claudia, Barbara Walters, Diane Sawyer, Oprah Winfrey, Rolanda Watts, Jordan. She revealed exclusively on Monday Night Live, thank you, Claudia, for bringing it home, that somebody was pregnant on Atlanta Housewives. The first look of the reunion that's airing this Sunday dropped, and it is now revealed that Pinky Cole is pregnant with her 4th baby. Claudia, what do you have to say about that news besides congratulations?
I already said what I needed to say. And bitches, you're welcome. And for the record, I did not say Pinky was pregnant. I said someone on the show said that they are on the show. There's a big difference between me blowing up the spot and saying who was. I said what I knew from the reunion tea. But, you know, there's levels to intelligence and understanding and common sense. And I get it. So, again, Frank Graham was my editor at the Providence American newspaper back in 1995, 1996.
The 1900s,
Frank Graham. And he told me, if we can't prove it, we can't print it. And that has been something that is my journalistic integrity have stayed.
That sounds like a great sweatpants slogan, Claudia. If you can't prove it, you can't print it.
I mean,
I just got that.
But if y'all don't want me to continue to give y'all the truth, just let me know. I can make my life way easier. But I serve you, the people, the viewers, the person out there that just wants to, you know, escape their real life and come here, get tea to everybody else's business. But when I say it, it's a problem. I don't have to say anything else.
If you can't prove it, you can't print it on a pair of sweatpants.
I would like to challenge the audience. To please name one time that I was wrong or I was lying. I'll drink. I'll wait.
We'll wait.
Awful. Yeah. You guys are awfully awful at finding me wrong.
The raindrops are gagging with the year 1995.
He pulled out the 1900s for this. I said, not the horse and buggy now.
Listen, back in the day,
they told us
we had to use whiteout when we would type up on a typewriter.
Whiteout, yeah.
Whiteout. Oh my God, I hated whiteout.
I was one of the only female journalists at the Million Man March in 1995 at our nation's capital. Brothers for Days. Yes, it was amazing. And yes, we used to have to use water and type and do our research with no internet back then.
Paper road maps. Yeah.
MapQuest. Oh my God.
MapQuest. TripTik. AAA. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. Am I drunk? I'm not drunk. I was drunk last night though, but I ain't drunk today.
No, Claudia's good. Claudia's good. So Dustin and Blue, what do you guys think about Pinky being pregnant? And what were your thoughts on the reunion trailer panel?
Go ahead, Blue.
The reunion trailer makes me excited for next season because it feels like I said, for the penultimate episode, K. Michelle said, "I've arrived." Like she finally came off of being thawed out, right? The K. Michelle I've seen the last 2 episodes, and the K. Michelle that I saw in the preview, I'm excited for next season. Andy is giddy. He is in messy bitch heaven. It is like he's squealing on the couch. Like and also too, can somebody refresh my memory? Why is it that K. Michelle is so mad at Drew still? I don't understand why. Like every year, I'm confused about why people are so mad at Drew. Like, explain to me, like I'm 5. So many people do
no
so
say
at K. Michelle, and Drew's the only person that she's still so angry. I'm just so Claudia. Do you know you have the tea? You're the man on the street. Why is K. Michelle still so angry at Drew specifically?
Because they've all squashed their beefs with Portia. And you got to have someone to be mad at. And Drew is the easy target. Like, she's the easy target. It's like, when you see a herd of antelope crossing a river and there's a alligator, right? An alligator that's like, oh my God, I'm hungry. I haven't eaten in 2 weeks. They're going to go for the one that's lagging behind. Everyone's just kind of thinks is a weak link. And they're not always the weak link. They go after those ankles and those Achilles tendons. They think that Drew is the slow running antelope, but she's not.
She's not. She's not.
Stop not gendering, miss species.
Construing her.
Species. She's speciesing her. She's not an antelope that's slow, and you're gonna get her in the creek. Once again, climb the creek, leave her to alone, y'all.
Hey, shout out to
easy.
Shout out Saucy Santana.
I love that song. So they just think that, I think, because like it don't make sense. Like K. Michelle and Drew will be doing a scene where they'll say, I love you, girl. And then 5 minutes later, it's like a mean ass comment or in a green screen. I'm like, wait, what happened? I don't get it. A few of those girls do that though.
I'll say this. In my opinion, because and we'll get to this later as we recap the finale. So I'll just start by saying this and we'll finish it later. I think Drew Sidora and K. Michelle have both decided we like beefing with each other.
Yeah.
I think because to me, and I'll get to this later, Drew kind of started it. So I've made up my mind that they are sort of our Kenya Portia. They're sort of our, remember Jazzy and Potomac and Kay? Like,
how did you start it?
Just 2 women.
We'll get to it. If we go into it, we're gonna do what we're gonna do. Because I definitely heard it too. And I'm telling you now, Carlos, I'm gonna get you for that when we talk about the show. So
I'm gonna get you.
Because Drew did not start it, and we can't start no story in the middle.
He did.
But go ahead.
He did.
Oh,
we'll get there. We're not there yet. But we'll
I like this. It's getting saucy.
You look not us. I love it when the boys tussle.
I love it. Yeah. Come on, we're fighting. Let's go.
In the words of Claudia Jordan to Blue, I'm gonna land the plane in a second.
Let me land the plane.
I love y'all land planes, but we'll get to that. We'll get to that. Okay, like Karen. Well, Karen and Giselle, honey, they were actually friends. That's why they're different. Yeah. But as we talk about the reunion trailer, I will say this, and me and Dustin will get into it later. I will say this. Brava to the season 17 girls. You ladies exemplified all 8 plus Cynthia Bailey, right?
Mm-hmm.
It was I was proud watching that trailer because for me, it was the first time in a long time that I felt everybody clocked in and everybody's meant to be there. And that's why it disturbed me that you guys, not you guys, that blog took a momentum of us concentrating on the excellence that these ladies brought on that reunion and try to make casting changes. And what I do want you guys to understand, and listen, I will say this to the producers of season 18, which was the great thing, by the way, you guys have a big challenge in a great way, because you get to be able to take these different stories and do some amazing television with it. I think there's so much pressure now, if I'm speaking honestly, for the girls, because you guys have now cultivated a relationship. And I think now the work is done to see, like, how can we appear next season in our authentic selves with these new relationships. So I have no notes for that reunion trailer.
I agree. I think that, like I said, the reunion trailer made me excited to watch all 3 parts. It didn't seem like there were going to be any like lulls or valleys in it. It didn't seem like there was going to be a lot of filler and fluff. You can always tell based on the trailer. And that reunion, everybody was quote unquote activated and speaking up and offering opinions and continuing the conversation moving forward. So I'm excited. It looked good. Portia and Drew both made comments about K. Michelle that were nasty. After K. Michelle made comments that were nasty about them. So listen, once the gloves are off, that means we're gonna get some good ass television. And the gloves were definitely off in what we saw. So I'm excited. And everybody looked nice too.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
Blue,
we'll get to that in a second.
Look at her face. She don't agree.
I thought they all looked pretty.
Who else you didn't like everything? Blue, what you think?
We like a tism button. Look, man, choices were made. It looked like the stuff they didn't use for Wicked for some of the outfits. It was given
Paul Tazewell
costume. It was given yellow a Negro. It was hit or miss. There was hits and there were misses. So I cannot tell a lie. But shout out to all the hits and the rest of y'all. No, some of them look crazy. I'm sorry. I'm about to break the fourth wall. I said Carlos a picture like, Carlos, what the fuck is this? And so I just know you're not gonna throw me under the bus.
You know what? This is a safe space. Which one? Who was bad? Tell me.
I'm not gonna say. I just said, I was Carlos, you have a good poker face. I was waiting for you to pull.
Blue, I am dragged by my every single week.
So what the hell is this?
Come on now. Who didn't look good?
Just one of the couches was touched by an angel. I didn't know what was happening.
Which one?
Okay, Blue.
It's not like we're revealing a pregnancy. It's just an outfit.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. A fashion show with no fashions. How dreadful. Ooh.
Okay.
I thought they looked nice.
I was visually insulted by half of the room. Okay.
Really? Okay.
Can you tell us, are you comfortable telling us at least what your favorite look was and what your not so favorite look was, only if you're comfortable?
I'm comfortable saying that green is a pretty color.
Okay.
So the girls in green, I do remember saying, oh, that's a nice shade of green against black skin. So the girls in green looked good. I'm just going to say this. I think every woman on the show is pretty. I actually think every woman on the show is attractive, right? I think some of them need to fire their makeup artists.
Okay.
Because there was a drag hand. It was giving Drag Race more than Reunion of Housewives. And so the drag hand was a little bit heavy with some of the girls.
Okay.
And as a girl who, I'm a face queen. So when your outfit is costume and your blush is to the back of your neck, I'm going to notice that.
I'm going to say that's not just in the reunion, because there was a few episodes where faces were a totally different color than the neck. And if I say one of the names, y'all going to say I'm hating, but y'all can just like read between the lines. And I'm not talking about Portia. She looked good. There's someone that is a repeat offender, like the last 3 or 4 weeks, where this and this is you can go with this, or you can get with that.
Yeah.
This, or you can get with that. I wish you get with this and not get with that. All this mixed matching is not where it's at.
We're back in the
engine number 9.
The New York Transit line.
Y'all not about to have me out here be the only one telling the truth.
I'm gonna start leaving clues because y'all don't like the bluntness sometimes. So y'all listen. Go back at the last one. It was almost like how maybe the makeup was from 2 different makeup bags. Like maybe one was for like the day makeup and then one was from the cadaver bag. Somebody
didn't pay the invoice, Claudia. That's how passive aggressive makeup artists do you. You don't pay the invoice and shit starts getting real thick around the cheeks. Yeah. But anyways, yes, let's continue.
But that was on the episode. I don't know about I gotta go. We haven't seen the reunion, so but I was like,
I appreciate the ladies for the candid commentary. Dustin and I cannot talk about looks when it comes to face.
We talk about makeup.
The makeup.
I don't know. All I know is
in the eyes of God, but the makeup.
Y'all can't talk about makeup.
Freedom beat my face for the Belle Collector reunion, and I was happy with his work. Yes.
I like Freedom.
Freedom on the beat.
Yes.
Thank you, Freedom or with Juiceadora. I will say this, I'm gonna move on to Belle Collective. Juiceadora, the way you looked at the finale at K. Michelle's listening party, keep that hair, makeup, squad, whatever. You have never looked bad. You're already a bad chick. You are. I think Juiceadora is one of the most beautiful women on Bravo. Honestly,
she's very pretty.
She's always been very pretty. Yeah.
Juiceadora's face in person is
gorgeous.
It's nothing to be played with. So the fact that your team, Drew, I don't know if it was Freedom of the Beat. I don't know, child. All I can say to you is, you at the fucking K. Michelle listening party,
gorgeous.
You almost turned me straight. You look that good.
Wow.
And y'all know I have a thing for Portia. I'm just saying, Drew.
Really? We haven't noticed.
It's hard to look pretty falling and getting back up, Drew. So it's aerodynamic. Whatever they did, it went down and came back up, and you were still snatched.
Anyways, Dustin. Anyways, well, according to Portia fans, I'm a flip-flopper. But I love you either way, Portia fans.
So your verse when it comes to Housewives?
Your verse.
A little bit.
The only woman that could top me is Ty Young, and I will leave it at that.
Oh Lord.
Look at that.
Well, you're not the first one to say that.
We'll get to this later. Sway may be number 2. Okay, so going back to Belle Collector reunion. So listen, guys, we're going to talk about Real of Atlanta season 17 finale. We have to get into Belle Collector reunion. Shout out to the ladies, the Bells, Freedom on the Beat. Dustin, I want to start with you about this explosive reunion. We have to start off with Kerri Paul versus Dr. Marie Monroe. So Dr. Marie Monroe and Kerri, Claudia, and Blue, as you all saw this season, they are like oil and water, or should I say, they're like Claudia and a small one. They don't mix. So the thing with these two is it is something going on with those two. Dr. Marie Dustin told Kerri, you would not be on this show if it wasn't for Letitia influencing Carlos to hire you. And Kerri said, no, it was God. And Dr. Marie said, actually, God influenced Letitia to hire to cast you with Carlos. And there would not be a Belle Collective if it was not for Bundle Gay. And I'm not going to say anything. Next question, Tamika. Dustin, what do you think of Dr. Marie versus Kerri Paul?
Now, those are two formidable opponents for one another. That's a good sparring match, right? I think that's a good example of two people who have agreed, look, it's fun to beef with you. That happened on Kerri, I believe her first episode when Marie had that silver outfit on and Kerri started flaming her. You know what I'm saying? And from then on, it's just been up and stuck with them. And I like the fact that Marie doesn't go too far. You know what I'm saying? At least this season, she didn't go too far. Oh, y'all want me to do Marie? What did she say on the reunion? So, no. See, no. Kerri, no. You, Letitia is the one who told you that. That's what, and I'm done with it. That's what she did. And I love that. And she didn't have finger waves, but she had them stacked curls. You know what I'm saying? Somebody had picked up a Marcel or two and a rat tail comb and picked that hair up and curled it and stacked it. Ain't that what that used to be called? Stacking the curls. That's what Marie had. and I'm telling you that short hair be activating Marie in a different kind of way. And she did what we love Marie for doing. So I love her and Kerri's back and forth. Kerri doesn't go down without a fight. And I think that Kerri is leaning into that dynamic of her as a part of this cast. So I loved it. I want more. And Kerri, I told y'all the last time I was talking about this shit, Kerri and her husband and their family are a fantastic addition to this show. We've seen a lot of newbies and we've seen a lot of people come and go, but Kerri has made an immediate impact on this cast in a way that just feels natural. And I love her and her family being on this show. And you need cast members that just don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? And Kerri and them don't give a fuck. They go on and fuck it. They'll say it. They'll do it. They put it out there. And I think it just enriches the show. So I love their back and forth.
I'm so happy you said that because whenever you talk about Kerri and her family, knucking and bucking and ready to fight starts playing in my head.
Yep.
I'm being serious.
They don't give a damn, man.
If you don't give a damn, we don't give. That's them. Like they are very about it.
Yeah.
I love her until she's up against Marie. I will say this: I've never seen them. I love Kerri unless Marie's in the room. I don't know what that feeling is because you know why? Marie tends to make more sense, while Kerri has more razzle dazzle, if that makes sense. And so when I'm listening to the arguments, I love how Kerri portrays it, but Marie's the one who I think logically is making sense to me in the moment. Even when she was saying, "Don't regard me," I can't do the voice like she's like, like there's something about it's very unhand me. It's very like Diane Carroll. The champagne is burnt. I adore her. I do think though. You know how they have that saying, I want to defend women's rights and wrongs? I feel like that's how Kerri's mama feel about her. Kerri was a little bit reckless in how she's running her mouth, and her mother was still ready to come backstage and be like, "Nah, I can't be hearing my daughter's voice for too long before I have to pull." I said, "What's going on backstage at Carlos's?" Was there security there? I'm just curious.
Yes.
Okay, because the elders were breaking loose.
Carlos, please.
It felt like everybody's mama was breaking loose. It felt, Carlos, I meant to text you like.
We shot at Tyler Perry Studios, people.
Oh, that's why.
I don't need no drama at Tyler Perry Studios.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead, Blue. Security.
I was just nervous I was going to see elders tussle. So I'm happy from what I saw. No, they look like they were ready to do that. And I will say this too, though. The conversation around why did you not invite the obvious person to an influencer event and what do you think I'd be feeling like you're a clout chaser? I don't feel like she ever really answered it in a way that I found satisfying. So I feel like Kerri's slippery. She's more slippery than I thought she was. And I started off the season really defending her and feeling bad for her and about how her mama was. Me and Claudia have talked about this. Don't let your mama talk to me crazy, right? So when it comes to her and her in-laws, I feel for her. But the minute she's against Marie, I'm Team Marie because Marie keeps just making too much sense, and I love her voice. Don't regard me.
Claudia,
I always like the underdog because I even if they're wrong, it's just I like them on reality TV, and I'm gonna admit it. I just think it's good for the show.
Yeah.
How boring would the show be if everybody's just all in agreement, all regarding each other, as you said, Blue? You know what I'm saying?
As Marie said, honey, don't regard me.
And yes, she be wrong sometimes, but that shit is great for reality TV. Every show got their Delulu people. I don't want to say she's all the way Delulu because she be right on some things and be having a point, but it's the way she go about it sometimes. But then I also feel like she's kind of getting, I won't say she's kind of getting where incoming's coming from a couple different places. So I feel like she's just popping off extra now, right? It's turning up the heat on the popcorn kernel. She's she popping off. But I think it's funny. I think it is funny. And she is quick with it. I think, yeah. And her hubby's mom, every time I see her.
We know who you're going to say, Claudia. Don't say it. Don't say it.
But every time. I'm his mom is funny though. She's shady as hell, but she is good TV. She lights up the screen, and I want to know what's in her cup. I want some.
Always look like she pulled up to the scene blasting Bad to the Bone. You know what I'm saying?
What song you think is on his mama's playlist? I'm gonna say Nasty Girl.
Mm-hmm.
Men All Pause. Probably songs like that.
Yeah, Climax for sure. Climax, I Look Good.
Yeah. Ab relay, little, immoral.
Shirley. Oh my God.
Little Johnny Taylor, wall to wall. You know what I'm saying? A little bit of that too. She like a little bit of the blues for sure.
Probably Brick House when she want to feel froggy when she step out with a tight dress.
And Young Miami. Spin that. You know that's on there, okay? She like, I like that scamming ass niggas. Hey,
cigarette hanging from the corner of her mouth.
And Dustin, what
that
kind
rock
of
and roll haircut, blasting Young Miami. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Dustin, light or dark on the liquor? I'm going dark.
I'm going with both.
Okay.
Y'all serve alcohol cars? I have questions.
Go ahead, baby.
Is there alcohol served during the reunion?
No.
They raw dogging that. That's coming out purely sober.
Wait. That doesn't mean they go. That doesn't mean that they're coming out sober.
Carlos just said he ain't giving them shit. Yeah,
I'm not giving them anything.
Now production is not going to give them alcohol, and Tyler Perry Studios they don't like you having the marijuana and all that. But they all listen. Everybody has a good old flask in their room, water bottle with some vodka in it, and pretending it's a fact. I did something at that studio, and I had to fire my stylist one time. We lit up a blunt in the small ass room, had the whole area smell like weed in Georgia at Tyler Perry Studio. Anyways, not everybody, but there's ways. There's ways.
There's been contraband, Carlos. I suspect there was contraband.
I don't know anything. Like Claudia said, hi, Mr. Perry.
Exactly.
So one of the things that you guys will see part 2 are the mothers. They come out, and based on their interaction, we will debate whether it's dark or light liquor in their coffee. I do want to get into the outside noise. So Shantae and Amanda showed up. So Amanda was on the show last season because she said that Glenn, Letitia's husband, was in her DMs. She came back this reunion to settle the rumor. She told Letitia, this was Amanda, that you pretty much tried to block me. You told production you weren't feeling safe filming with me. And Letitia said that if you're going to disrespect me when it comes to my husband on this show, y'all going to start respecting me. When it comes to this platform that I brought to this production, and you motherfuckers are going to have to start respecting me and not liking me. I'm cool with that. Dustin, what did you think about this whole thing between Letitia, Amanda, and how Shantae was even in the mix of this too?
Yeah, Amanda was making sense. Shantae wasn't. I think that, and also I loved it when Letitia, she wasn't. I loved it when Nene's on the list. My name's on the list. Nene's isn't. But I loved Letitia popping her shit. I loved hearing her say that let everybody be motherfucking clear. You know what I'm saying? I started this gangster shit. This the motherfucking thanks I get. I love this. That's what she was on, right? As far as Shantae, listen, she sat up there and wasted everybody's goddamn time. I was so fucking happy you called that shit out, Carlos. He said, okay, Shantae, what exactly is this supposed to prove? Like, what does this video mean? When she was talking that shit about Tambra, and she put out that meaningless video, wasting TV time, and every second counts when y'all are doing that edit. So the fact that y'all left that and then the final cut was intentional, and I appreciate it, because Shantae looked a fool. She was uncomfortable, undergarments all twisted up, sitting up there like she couldn't move or turn to the left the whole time.
Not the girdle caught a stray.
That's how she was talking when Tambra was talking. Shantae. That's how I knew she was on. There was a discomfort element to this situation. And listen, mumbling and rambling on as she was, I don't want to repeat that. So I just want to say Shantae wasted everybody's time. I can appreciate Amanda, someone like Amanda who said, look, this is what I said. I'm going to stand in it. I'm not here to convince nobody of shit. This is what happened. This is why I said it. And that's it. I could appreciate that honesty and that upfront nature of that commentary much more than somebody providing a video with the phone facing up like this, the angle all fucked up, some man we ain't never seen before, OJ the Juice Man or whatever, juice press. I don't know what his name was, but him in that video, none of it made any sense. And Shantae needs to go on about her business. She's probably a lovely person, but she stinks on this show. And I don't want to see her no more. We don't need no more of her input wasting our time. It was completely meaningless. And that's why I was so glad when my girl Latrice shut that shit down in that first scene when she tried to talk that shit. Latrice said, "You Letitia's friend. I don't have to explain anything to you." It kept it the fuck moving. And that's why Latrice is Latrice. But anyway, that's how I feel about it.
Claudia?
Yeah, Shantae made an ass out of herself. And I hope she didn't have to spend too much money on glam. Did you guys provide glam for her?
Yes, we did.
Well, sometimes the friend of the friend of the friend doesn't get all that. So I was just wondering, because if you did have to pay, I would hate for her to waste $500 on glam to come on there and drop a total dud. It was a total dud. Like, it was like, I was really, and I love Tampa, so I was like, wait, what? Hold up.
Exactly.
Not too much. Who don't bother nobody. And I was just like, when she came with that weak ass tea, she needs some journalism classes, and she needs to like do some really, she needs to learn how to be an investigative reporter and come with some real facts. Cause that was nothing. Like, if you needed that and also something to support that and something to support that, that was not enough. She should be embarrassed that she dropped that and brought that all the way to television. Like, she the boy that cried wolf now. She's gonna look crazy even if she does have some real tea next time, because that was such a disappointing little tidbit from Shantae.
And I mean tidbit.
Yes. The bid, yes.
Shantae's presence could have been an email, child.
Y'all
don't even have to put her up to the function. Y'all could have saved some production money.
Got a quote.
Got more snacks for everybody else. Got more security.
Did you give her the A team, Carlos, or was it the B team glam?
It was the B team.
Not.
It's probably a PA.
I know Wet and Wild when I see a child. They didn't, child. Okay. Anyways, she could have been an email. Thank you for having me. What's next on the docket, friend?
But she can put that
see on Letitia's face too. Did y'all see Letitia's face when Shantae was talking that shit? I felt like I could read Letitia's mind. I don't know why.
Why did Carlos invite her to this shit? She's a barnacle. You know those little bottom feeders that it's giving big leech energy. And I personally have disdain for leeches, because one thing I would say about the Atlanta girls, love them or loathe them, everybody is at least doing something for that check. It felt like you scraped at the bottom of the barrel and said, "Oh, we need another body on the couch just to make sure that it looks equal." She was a balance. May talk, Carlos. I love you, friend. What the hell was that?
I think, Carlos, like nonprofits at the end of the year, if they don't spend all their budget, they don't get the same budget for next year. So Carlos probably had some more production budget left over.
Yeah.
He had another like $1,500 left over.
It was a line item.
Let me bring him on.
We love you, friend. Don't do that again.
Real. Fuck it. Just come on. You know what I'm saying? Real. Well, fuck it. Why not? Fuck it. Yeah.
Might as well.
Might as well, child.
Thursday evening and they tape Saturday morning type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. And they provided a dress. They had an extra dress from someone from like another season. They just had
it. Was there like a SAG quota that you had to fill? Like, just let me know what's going on, friend. We can help you brainstorm next time.
Because they don't let you roll over the budget, Carlos, for next season. Because you could.
Anyway, so Belle Collective. Oh my God.
That's what we said as that video kept droning on like that.
What's the point of this? I don't even think Carlos knows.
And all of us ADHDers, we was like, wait, am I missing something? Because I was like, I felt slow, like it was me.
Hitting our wrist like Judge Judy. I
made a snack. I made a whole snack.
I thought y'all like, I was like, damn, I'm gonna look unprepared because I'm not gonna have anything really of value to say about what happened. Because I was like, did I miss it? Let me rewind it. Did I miss it?
First of all, I followed the reality, and it was necessary to get her POV at the reunion, along with Amanda's. So we will find out next. Well, not next. We will find out this Friday, Raindrops. Okay, what happened when Tambra called the Juice Man? I will say this: shout out to the Bells. I had so much fun hosting that reunion. They are, listen, of all of my reunions, I will say this, and I love all the girls, but I will say this. Belle Collective cast, those
even Shantae?
You said what?
Even Shantae?
She ain't part of that.
I forgot.
The Belle Collective Jackson Girlie, because this is our 7th, 8th season. I don't remember, child. I will say this: they make me laugh, and I literally have a fun time with them. They are one of the best in the business. So shout out to the Bells. Shout out to the production. Part 2 Friday, 8:00. 7 Central on the Oprah Winfrey Network. So I can't wait you guys to see that. Thank you.
I have a word for the powers that be over there at OWN and Kingdom Reign Entertainment. The whoever is pushing the button and making the decisions for Belle Collective. Great job. We can see that the budget has been increased over there. We see the details. I can tell that it's becoming a higher priority on the list of lists over there at OWN and Kingdom Reign Entertainment. We love a larger episode order. We love that. We love the deep dive, more scenes, getting to know these families and shit. So I just want to congratulate and give kudos to whoever decided to pump up the volume on the Belle Collective universe, because we can see it and it makes for a better show. And this is why these networks need to just say yes when people tell them how much money they need to make shit happen. Because if you invest wisely, it comes out in the product. That's all I want to say.
That's so much. These are blushing. Look at that. Oh,
so much so that he's even like helping the local economy, like giving people more opportunities to come on shows they really weren't even a part of, like to really spread the wealth. And I like that. You made a wish come true. It was a Make-A-Wish Foundation.
Make-A-Wish.
Oh, you don't know me by now?
Oh, you didn't catch it? She said you were the Make-A-Wish Foundation.
I thought she was talking about the locals we hired.
No, Shantae wanted to go to Tyler Perry Studios for free.
You making dreams and wishes come true, like without the sickness. Like you are like looking out.
You come to Tyler Perry Studios.
Are you telling me Lou Rolls?
Telethon.
A telethon like Lou Rolls?
A little bit.
An evening with the stars, Carlos.
I will say, when you work on movies, like I'm working on right now, they like to have some local hires as well, because it's they like to hire like locally as well, and even if they're not a star, number 1 through 10 on the call sheet. And I think it's nice because it just like plants a seed in the youth for the future. You know what I mean? And they can dream big one day. They can be on the main couch.
All right. Thank you, Raindrops. Belle Collective Part 2 airs this Friday. If you haven't watched Part 1, please watch it. I said watch it. Please watch it. You will not be disappointed, even in the presence of the outsiders. All right. Up next, we have the season finale of the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Kicking things off with this show, as
we need that, Carlos.
I was not expecting any of this. Okay.
How do you feel, friend? Real friends.
Listen, feedback is always good.
What part?
They will never be back after that.
Well, we can send you your luggage.
Come outside. We never
Enchante, it's no shit. Well, it is like that. It was disappointing shit. It's like if a guy tells you he's 3-4 potatoes and he shows up with 1 potato. That's all it is, baby girl. You know, the buildup was big. Yes, Carlos. Oh, okay, titties, Carlos.
Anyway, let's get into the season finale of the Real Housewives of Atlanta. So, the episode kicked off with K. Michelle, Pinky, and Shamea. Pinky and Shamea with their daughters. They're talking about, catching up on things. In this scene, Pinky did say that she does miss the light that Shamea has, and she misses Shamea having fun just based on what happened in Scotland, based on what happened in the last episode at Shamea's Halloween party when she got into with Angela. Starting with you, Blue, do you think that the spark that Shamea had starting this season, did it dissipate towards the end, and is Pinky picking up on something?
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. Even though I won't speak French. I know that when the girls are having a good moment, I clap, and when I think shit is lame, I say it's lame. I miss Happy Shamea. Like, I really do miss when Shamea was giddy and frolicking and being fabulous and doing all her stuff and having like long running jokes. Like, I miss that Shamea. I love when K. Michelle last episode said that I could see it's being dimmed. Pinky's picking up on it as well. I actually hope that what we're seeing on camera with the girls pointing that out, that they're being just, if not more, loving and compassionate and honest with her behind the scenes. Because I want the old Shamea back when we start next season. I really, really, really do. The show is more fun when Shamea is having fun. I know ratings don't care if you're having fun, because even if they're beating you up, people are going to hate watch. But I just, as a viewer, actually enjoy the show more when Shamea is having a good time. And even at that scene towards the end when they were talking about, Angela was saying, Shamea, are you and Portia ever gonna? And Portia's like, I'm good exactly where I am. I hope Shamea makes peace with that. I hope she just makes peace with it and pivots. That's what I'm rooting for. So yeah, I think the girls were onto something. And I think I'm seeing a glimmer of her coming back out. I almost feel like, and I hate to say this, if there's a new person or a new tension that gets her attention off of Portia, I think there's a likeness to anybody but Portia pissing her off that will bring back the old fun Shamea that we saw. If, like, let's say, you know, Pinky step on her toe, something, child. I don't even care if this, the horse shat on her front porch. I don't care, something, right? I think as long as it's not Portia, we'll get the old Shamea back. So I'm hoping for that.
Yeah, I actually agree with you. I definitely think for Shamea, well, we fell in love last season when she sort of was this. Honestly, like last season, Shamea, at least in the first episode, right, guys? She was like the anchor. Like she was the one that she was the one that literally told us, like, I'm friends with this person, that these people are friends here. So Shamea was the anchor last season, at least in the beginning. And she did have this lightness. And the Shamea that I know in real life, Shamea is a fun woman. When I saw her at the Hawks game before the season started, I do remember asking her, and that's why I feel comfortable sharing it. It's not a secret. But I remember asking her, like, how's the season? And she made a face that made me realize it was a tough one for her. And even then, because she wrapped the show, it didn't air, I saw something. The light wasn't off, but it was dimming. Yeah. And anybody, right, Claudia, after you film a reality show, the season may be over, but you're still feeling the residue from it. My hope is that she does get back to enjoying herself. I agree with you. I agree with Pinky. I agree with Kerri Michelle. I think that I do believe that Shamea finally gets it. I think she gets it now. The same way we all, and I can say this candidly, the same way we all have said Kerri Michelle got it. Like she got it. She got it. And I
ain't said that yet.
Yeah, it was like it was like
I have not said that.
Two episodes. It was 2 good episodes. She's trying.
Well,
yeah, but she went too many blah episodes.
We on 17.
She was.
No, I understand, but it was the last 2 at least. At least there's an up. Like,
and that means the first 15 was in the toilet. Come on.
I agree, friend. I agree.
Any job where you do good the first 2 days and then you have 12 days of not good, and then the last 2, your boss would be like, I know you fucking lying. But that shows she has the potential. She has it in her because she did it.
Michelle, I'm so rooting.
And we've always known that, which is hence the disappointment, right?
Yeah.
With the performance. But my bad, I didn't mean to step on your toes.
Right, me and girls are holding out hope, and here comes Dustin.
I should have followed Blue's mandate and not spoke French and said we. I should have said Blue.
Yeah.
My bad,
Don't bring
Aries.
Don't bring Aries to do charity work. We don't
be
forced to doing charity work.
Okay, God forbid the Aries agree with Carlos and Blue. So
when you're right, we do.
Blue, I believe. Listen, here's the deal. Kerri Michelle, and I will go to bat for this. I said it. And one thing about me, y'all know I don't change how I feel.
Mm-hmm.
I have said it from the beginning. Kerri Michelle was used to another show that she was on for 10 plus years. It's operated differently. Claudia can attest to that, right, Claudia? You've done both shows. It is two extremely different productions. And I think she finally got it at the end. Whether or not it was too late, I think it's here, and I do see her now, even at the reunion trailer. Like that's the Kerri Michelle I met in 2018. in 11. Like, I was proud of her at the reunion trailer. So when it comes to Shamea, I do, though, Blue. I think Shamea today, she does not want to be friends with Portia. I think she doesn't miss Portia. I think she's accepted the reality. And I do see a lightness. I was watching her 2 weeks ago on Watch What Happens Live, who Shamea was on her last appearance on Watch What Happens Live. She was, first of all, gorgeous. She looked absolutely
She always was good.
Stunning. She was funny. She was laughing. She had the spark was back in her eyes. I'm telling y'all, I think season 18 could be one for the books because Shamea's back. Shamea's back, and I think she's now saying, fuck these hoes.
You know how I know you're right? The day that Portia sent that message on that tweet, and I said, do you think Shamea's going to respond? You were like, of course she is. I was like, I hope she doesn't. And I didn't see her go apeshit the way y'all warned me. That felt like growth to me. Like, that felt like the old Shamea, when she was in the trenches of feeling victimized, it would have been a back and forth, the whole melee, nasty, you go low, I go to hell. The fact that she had that restraint, that's what I've been wishing for this entire time. The little bit of the restraint that Portia's shown previously, I want Shamea to have it so that they're equals. Like, it's not one person's deregulated and the other person's strategic. I want two strategic girls who are now veterans, who have learned their hard knocks, and who are here to play ball and catch a check. That's what I want to see next season from them.
Yeah, so I think that Shamea is getting a bad rap from everybody, right? Because who the fuck, and I love Pinky, love her family, love her on a personal level, right? But as far as the show, who in the hell is Pinky to tell Shamea that her light is dim? If I was Shamea, even though they right, it has dim, I would have cussed their ass out for saying some shit like that to me. Really? You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck you mean? Yo, you better worry about your bulb. You know what I'm saying? Stop worrying about mine. So, and that's the level of not giving a fuck I want Shamea to unlock, right? I think she's under far more intense scrutiny than everybody else. I think everybody is monitoring Shamea's behavior and what she does and doesn't do in a way that they're not monitoring. And take Portia out of this, because I'm not looking at Shamea's experience versus Portia's. I mean, versus the rest of the cast. I think Shamea is getting a hard time right now. And I'll just leave it there. So I like the fact that she's speaking up for herself. I like the fact that next season, like I agree with you, Carlos, season 18, we're going to get something good, because now these ladies are unlocking a level of transparency and of honesty, right? And blunt, honest communication that is making for a thrilling watch. But I do believe that Shamea is under more intense scrutiny than the rest of the ladies, and I don't know really what that's all about.
Well, because she said it last night. Go ahead, Brisha, baby. Brisha Webb last night. Watch Happen Live.
Love that.
Brisha Webb, if you're watching, we are more than welcome to invite you to join the four of us. Go ahead, Claudia.
Brisha, you clocked it. So let me tell you, watching this Shamea has lost her light. And where is the bubbly Shamea of yesteryear? I wish anyone would be in the position to be everyone's punching bag, whether you earned it or not. Human nature is going to make you shut down a little bit. You're not going to be as bubbly, because then when she was bubbly, y'all was calling her corny. Y'all was calling her obnoxious. She just irritates me. I don't know. She's just doing too much. She's doing too much. They all do too much in some regard. But for some reason, I agree. She is judged on a different measuring stick or different ruler than everybody else. And I will say this. When you really think about it, every time someone has a scene with Shamea, they bring up Portia to her. And Shamea has tried on multiple occasions to say, I don't want to talk about her. I don't want to talk about her. But they keep bringing her up. And then when she does respond, oh, you can't stop. You got Portia's name in your mouth. They don't do that to Portia. Every single scene with Portia, they're allowed to talk about.
Why do you think that? Why do you think that?
Well, first of all, she's number one on the call sheet now, right? So there's that. And they have other things to talk about. They have other things they talk about. It's like a fuller friend experience with Portia, right? They'll talk about kids. They'll talk about dating. They'll talk about life. They'll talk about everything else. But with Shamea, they only want to make her existence on the show be about Portia when she's over here trying to have a boy, managing her marriage, failing at her business. But that's still a storyline. There's other things they could ask her about, but they choose to always bring up Portia. And I love Drew and I love Angela, but they do bring her up every time. And then, of course, I won't say inexperienced because she's been around for a while.
Yeah.
But it's a huge difference. I need people to understand. Humongous difference from being a friend of the show than being main character housewife. It's two different experiences. A friend of the show, you are a +1. You only can do a scene when the person you're attached to, you're the satellite of that person, right? The person you're attached to has their storyline and you chime in. It's never about your life. So when it's about you, it's different. It's just different, y'all. And so it's like an abuser whooping their wife's ass, right? A abusive husband, and then being like, bitch, why don't you smile like you used to when we first got together? And you're like, but, oh, there you go complaining again. It's crazy to me. Like, and again, I'm not saying Shamea is guilt-free and innocent. She's done her stuff. But honestly, everyone on that show, we can find something where people got caught in lies, putting 10 on 20, not giving for multiple episodes. And I'm not just talking about K. Michelle, Phaedra, and they're always forgiven for way worse offenses. I keep saying, why do they hate her so much? Oh, because she talked about her friendship with Portia. When all these people they've done so many things on the show and they've managed to somehow get over it, right?
Claudia, do you think being a +1 is probably why they in her mind? Because when you said the +1, it jogged something. Do you think the fact that for so many years, the better part of a decade, Shamea was seen as Portia's friend, that's why people can see Portia as a singular being, but have a hard time seeing Shamea without thinking of Portia? Because I have a friend that I've recently introduced into my friend group, and they constantly bring me up around this person because to them, that's Blue's friend, right? And I started saying, I want y'all to text her without me. I want y'all to talk to her without me. She's her own person. I don't want to be involved. I had to explicitly say it because it wasn't menacing. It was just like, that's Blue's friend who brought her into the group. So I'm wondering, yes, there's maneuvering, but do you think there's also a part of them that always thinks of Shamea as Portia's +1, and now that they've fallen out, maybe next season it'll be easier to see them as two separate beings because the fallout was so heavy?
Maybe. And let me just say, I think Shamea, one regard, she's accused of being Portia's representative, lapdog, dick rider, all these things, but then also being a hater. You can't be two things at once. I'm sorry with this. I think she went so hard for her friend. She put her own feelings to the back and let herself get clowned by her in other years and forgave stuff that she shouldn't have forgiven her 4 years ago and overlooked things. Because I think Shamea had lower self-esteem than Portia. I really do think that.
I do too.
I agree. And I think, you have friends where you can tell one can like get away with a lot of stuff that the other one would not be able to get away with. Like I remember there was a scene when Portia and Shamea were at a lunch or something, they met up, and Shamea was trying to express herself how she felt about something, and the way that Portia was just like, "Are you done?" Like, was not even considering her friend's feelings. It showed such an imbalance in that relationship, and that happens. And Shamea, love you, girl, but that was your bad for letting someone disrespect you for way too long and seeing you as a B character when you saw yourself as finally like, oh, we in this together. I would like nothing else. A secure person would like nothing else, and their bestie to come on the show. Yo, imagine you like someone that you really rock with, and you like we gonna run these girls, we gonna run circles together. Only one of them thought that, and that was Shamea. Portia was like, not too much on my job. Not too much on my situation, but it's not Portia's show. She's not the executive producer. She's not Andy Cohen, and she's not Bravo. So you can't dictate that. You may feel a way, but I don't know. I think that people are being unrealistic in what they expected from Shamea to take the beats and the hits, whether earned or not, and also have the audacity to not be chipper. I wouldn't be chipper either. I would not be chipper. Being ignored by someone I still probably love or I'm still hurt by, that shit hurts. It hurts. It's uncomfortable.
Yeah. And I want to say congratulations to her and Gerald for the surrogacy. As of, I think they said it was 3 months.
Yeah.
That's great news.
I'm not saying anything.
That's wonderful news.
That means that we know the stork is coming. If Claudia can't say anything,
that's wonderful. Yeah.
Yeah. So shout out to Gerald and Shamea. They are expecting.
I love that.
So that's great news, and I can't wait to see it. In not so great news, Drew Sidora shot a scene with her mother, and she's looking for a new house. The house is $1.3 million. It is over 7,000 square foot, have 6 bedrooms, and she's looking for a new home because, as we know now, right? So at the time of filming, they were getting ready to go to court. What we do know as of now, as of today, although it could be contested, but as of now, Ralph allegedly, but it's in the document, was awarded full primary custody of the kids, and he also gets to keep the house. And Drew has to move out. So in this thing, it was so sad because look, I have been hard on Shamea her first couple of seasons. I told Shamea to her, not Shamea, I'm sorry. I've been hard on Drew her first couple of seasons. I've told Drew to her face. It was giving me Tyler Perry tease, some of the acting and the production her rap did. She swore up and down to me. She said, Carlos, I think that's hilarious because it was real. Like, I promise she was real. I will say this was the realest scene I ever seen from Juicadora. I honestly felt bad for her as she was breaking down, crying to her mom, because in this moment, she is talking about how Ralph does want full custody of the kids. Starting with you, Blue, do you think, look, what we have seen in the court documents was that allegedly, Ralph said that the kids were missing a lot of school, in addition to some other things. He did get awarded full custody as of now. What are your thoughts on that? Because the thing is, it's not every day that a mother gets revoked her rights of primary custody.
Yeah, I have a lot of questions. I hope, I don't know if we know somebody who's read over the entire transcript of what happened in court. I know, number one, they usually side with the mother. So it is really rare in extenuating circumstances for them to side with the husband. But my first question was, if the kids are missing school and you were in the basement, why is that not your fault too? So I had confusion around that. Also, too, I will say this, being a visible public figure who is perceived to be a celebrity or somebody who's well known as a woman is the same thing as being a man, unfortunately, in the eyes of many. Like, women who are considered boss babes are seen like absentee fathers because the assumption is you can't have it all. And since you want to be a boss babe, you couldn't possibly also be a good mother. I've always thought that was a really unfair thing to do because we don't do it to men when they're good fathers. Like, if your man's a good father, if he just like pushes a bike, we all want to clap for him. So I was sad when she said that he was weaponizing her actual career against her as a way to stack the deck. And because they're in Georgia, where savvy around entertainment, you would think, but places like Georgia are very conservative when it comes to family law. Don't mistake the fact that Atlanta is seen as a hub for entertainment for the judicial system. The judicial system is actually incredibly conservative at times in Georgia. And if he was speaking like, look, I make good money, she's always running around in lace fronts and on yachts and going to different things with a camera crew, I can see how an old school judge who doesn't have any cultural competency would be swayed by the picture that he drew, even though we know better. And I hate that. And one thing that she said that broke my heart is, how do you think it feels to know that the man that you tried to do life with thinks you're a bad mother? That broke my heart. Like, I really almost cried when she said that. And so I think of everybody that we've seen this season. I know it's funny to say, Pinky, do something more than work. And I know we all have strong emotions about what's happening with Shamea and Portia. I think silently the person who's been going through the most this season is actually Drew. And it actually breaks my heart.
And what I do want to say, I'm going to get to you next, Dustin. What I do want to do is read what reportedly has been awarded to Ralph. So Juicadora temporarily lost primary physical custody of her two children. The court ruling happened April of this year. The temporary change occurred during their ongoing divorce proceedings. A judge awarded Ralph primary physical custody during the school year after claims were raised regarding excessive school absences and tardiness while the children were in Drew's care. Both parents continue to share joint legal custody of the children. Okay. Drew was granted parenting time on alternating weekends, and the representatives for Drew emphasized that the ruling was part of an interim temporary order and not a final permanent custody decision. Because of that, though, as of now, that same order has instructed Drew to vacate the home. And Drew did file court documents expressing concern over the timeline and financial strain, noting that the ongoing litigation was still moving through the child support arrangements. So that's the latest. But Dustin, what are your thoughts on it? I mean, look, a lot of people have said that Ralph's the bad guy in all of this because of what man would do to a woman. There are some people also who have said, look, if what they're reading is true, Ralph has every right as the father to invoke something if it relates to the child care of his children going to school.
Yeah, well, I don't have no damn kids, but I know one of the worst things you can do is call someone with kids a bad parent. Especially in this patriarchal ass society we live in, it's even worse for women. You know what I'm saying? If you call a woman a bad mother, that's worse than probably anything that you could use to insult them, right, in their character. And so it is rare that you see a father paint a mom out to be a bad mother when you haven't seen. I mean, we only get a glimpse into their personal life, right? But we've seen Drew be a doting, attentive mother to her children on camera multiple times. Even when they've been on trips, we've seen her make sure she's FaceTiming, bringing up specific occurrences that are happening in the children's lives. So we haven't seen her be a bad mom. So it's kind of jarring to hear that. But those kids need to go to school. And if the kids had excessive absences and Ralph is in a better position to make sure that they are not truant, right, then great. Maybe that's where they need to go, eat breakfast and go to school in the morning from. But attacking her motherhood is something that I'm sure is devastating to her on a personal and emotional level in ways that I can't comprehend. So it's kind of like a final blow when it comes to going back and forth or trying to take a jab at somebody. I don't really know what motivated Ralph beyond what we've ascertained from the court documents about the children missing days of school. I'm not sure what motivated him to cross that boundary or cross that line with her when it comes to them being combative with one another. I'm not sure what motivated him to go that far to paint her as a bad mom. So I just wish peace for their children. The children have always appeared to be well taken care of, well adjusted, bright personalities. So I hope the children get the best outcome. And like I said, that's crossing the line for sure. So hope it was worth it.
Do you feel emasculated, Dustin? Because when men feel emasculated, they get real nasty. I'm wondering if, because I was thinking that calling a woman a bad mother is like the feminine equivalent to emasculating a man.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's almost like there were so many jokes about him being emasculated. It almost
in the basement and not working and shit and all of that.
Look back to like, well, you're gonna attack my manhood, I'm gonna attack your womanhood. That's nasty work if that's what's happening allegedly.
Yeah. Well, one thing, but even with that, right? Because when you think back to like season 15, when Drew was on the reunion and she was acting aloof to kind of like some of Ralph's tactics or whatever. And she was saying how he had beat the IRS. Drew never painted Ralph as shiftless and unemployed, right? I don't remember her doing that. If anything, I remember her painting him as cunning and strategic and, a person who would go the extra mile through work-related means to get things done. She painted him as a high earner. So it's odd to me. I do think that the two character assassinations are akin to one another, right? But yeah, that's just a lot to me to say your kid's mama don't give a fuck about him. I don't know.
It's hard to know the real with these cases. If any of you all have friends that are going through like a nasty custody battle with their ex, where they're not on good terms, where one partner is mad that it didn't work out or whatever their issues are, there's so many ways to weaponize the system, especially in the South. My eyes have been so open living down here in Texas. Well, I'm in Rhode Island now, but when I was living in Texas, living in Georgia, and I have friends in Florida going through like nasty custody battles, and the ways that they lean towards the fathers, you would think it'd be towards the mothers. It's not. And they do, like Blue said, they are really conservative judges. And a lot of times the female judges are even worse than the men because they don't want to seem like they can bias to the mothers. And a lot of times they're a lot hotter on the mothers than they are on the fathers. When a father misses appointment after appointment, after pickup, after date, and says, I had to work. And then when he does the minimum, it's, well, he's trying to be a good dad.
Good man, Savannah. Yeah.
And then when a mom is trying to balance motherhood and having an actual career and working and not just leeching off this man, you know, she's unfit. She's not prioritizing her children because they still have this idea in America, in the world, that a woman's first and only priority should be the children, and work goals be damned. I mean, look how they dragged Aisha Curry for having the audacity to say, hey, sometimes I just happen to wonder what I could have been. Not saying I hate my life. I just wonder. They dragged her. They say she wants to be with other men, and this is how. Look at this broad. They drag her, and I think I have a really good friend that I'm witnessing the way that this man her baby daddy will miss phone calls with the daughter and ask her to switch dates, and she'll always accommodate. But the one time she'll ask, he won't do it. He'll refuse, or he'll set her up to get a missed phone call, and then that goes on her record, and they build a case against you. It's also they don't have to pay you child support, right? It ain't really about the well-being of the kid. A lot of times, not saying wrong, but a lot of times they will weaponize the system against the moms now. And yes, the pendulum it does swing both ways. Maybe there were some women that were abusing the system, but damn it, let's not act like there aren't men that do the same. Not saying Ralph is, but let's keep our.
Yeah, I think it's both. Yeah, and when I say both, I don't mean Drew or Ralph. I don't know nothing about Drew and Ralph's situation. Listen, Drew's appealing, and we'll see what happens. What I will say, based on my knowledge of other people, once again, this is not related to Drew and Ralph. I will say that, Claudia, unfortunately, from my experience with other women who I know, I know women who have used the system to make their men appear to be non-active fathers. And I know women who have encouraged a lot of things. And it is unfortunate too, because I do want to say this. There are some men who actually want to be in their kids' lives. You know, there's this whole stereotype that, you know, black men are deadbeat dads. Statistics have shown that that's not the case.
Right.
It's actually more present than white fathers. I just want to, that's my favorite stat.
Exactly.
White men marry women more. Black men are better fathers. And so we were conflating marriage with fatherhood, and they're different.
Exactly. Yeah. So I will say that, and again, this is once again, because now they'll clip this. I'm not talking about Drew and Ralph. What I am saying is I personally know women who have lied under oath.
That's awful.
To paint their child's father as a bad person because they wanted to teach him a lesson. And what I do think is it is happening, like Claudia said, the pendulum has swifted for sure, but I do think what is unfortunate is for both parties, what has been lost in all of this is what's best for the kids. Do you know what I mean? And that's what makes me sad, because your children, and this is what I don't think parents understand. I don't care if they 2 or 12, they will always remember what you put them through.
Absolutely. We call our parents all the time. Shit.
Yeah, it's
yeah.
I had some experience being around Drew. Of course, outside of Housewives, but I'm not on that. But just we had to spend a lot of time together last year when we were promoting our movie Run. And when I tell you that girl was working herself damn near to death and trying to be all things that everyone, trying to be on set. She would leave one set. She would leave the movie, fly back to Atlanta, do something with her kids, film some scenes over there, come back. She was working herself so hard and going back and forth that she got pneumonia. She went to the hospital more than once. And she was really, really sick. And I remember being like, damn, she was FaceTiming. She was not sitting down. And it almost felt like she was frantic. Like, I have to do this. I got to make
That was the day they missed school.
Yeah, probably.
You know what? That's the case to get Dustin. He's back. I had a tear was about to drop, and here comes Dustin. Go ahead, Claudia.
Dustin. I remember her being in the ER, and I was like, damn. So imagine that. And then you got this guy keeping score.
Just waiting for you to fuck up so he can tell the judge.
I want to make a note here, right? Just because Drew does not have traditional custody or whatever the specifics of their agreement is, we are living in 2026. that does not mean that she loves her children any less. They can have a different family structure that does benefit the children best, and maybe that does look like Ralph taking them to school. We don't know what the fuck that means, you know what I'm saying? But I just don't want to shame Drew, and I don't want people to misunderstand the fact that judgment or whatever, that does not then equate to Drew being a bad mom. That's just what their family structure looks like right now. And I just I don't want to conflate the two. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, and I want to say again, representatives for Drew Sidora said, and I quote, that the ruling was part of an interim temporary order and not a final permanent custody decision. So reps for Drew Sidora said that this is not a final permanent, but just one in the meantime. So
I'd rather say that because the screen made it look like she was going, like the screen made it look bad.
Well, the thing is this. Well, the reason why
her face, I was like, damn, bro, you going to jail? Like, it made it look real bad.
And the reason, right? No, real talk. And the reason why I want to make it very clear, the court documents have stated everything we talked about, and I want to make clear that Drew's reps, outside of what we read in the court documents, Drew's reps said that what we read is just temporary.
Well, Bravo needs to fix that then, because that should look bad.
Back to the thing about the South, as I am. Thank you for the ladies in the comments that are saying they are going through similar things in the South and sharing like how the system is really not fair, right? I know someone. I know y'all. You have a story for everybody. Listen, I'm 53. I've lived a lot of life. Okay, I got a lot of people. I got a lot of friends. That the baby daddy, right, had to take a psychological test and was diagnosed as a sociopath. And that was not enough to stop them from handing over way too much time to this man. They said it was one of the worst cases they'd ever seen. Okay? One of the worst cases they ever seen. And they still let unsupervised visits happen. And my friend was fighting. And it was horrible. She was drained all of her money going through this. But then when you don't have money to fight against one of these motions and you lose because of that, on paper, it looks like, oh, you lost custody or you're a bad mom, you're unfit. No, it really goes deeper than that. There's so much financial abuse that happens, especially if the one parent has way more money than the other. They can like beat you on paper. You know, they can pistol whip you through lawyers and fees. And you can't, every time they file a motion, you got to respond. And when you run out of money, you stop responding, you try to represent yourself, you start losing. And then they be like, oh, unfit mother. And you can't say anything publicly about that person, or that'd be another ding against you. And it happens to mothers all the time. There's so many women that have their kids taken away from them and put in danger and custody with these abusive fathers or mothers. And it's really bad, y'all. We need a whole overhaul. In Ron DeSantis in Florida, horrible. In a lot of states in the South, Greg Abbott in Texas, and Georgia is not too far behind with some of these laws. I'm telling you, they are letting kids be handed over to abusive parents. So because they're so afraid of, well, we don't want to keep that, we don't
not Ralph. We're not talking about Ralph.
Yeah,
just in general. To be clear, because they're gonna, what they're gonna do.
Yeah. And I'm not clumping Southern men. I'm saying the system, y'all. And there's also unfit mothers. I'm saying the system is very skewed. You just can't run with
Kim Zolciak, ghetto ass Kim Zolciak, prime example.
Do you know that there's a whole
trend
up all
now
that
damn money, going with that lady husband now. It's always some ghetto shit going on in that camp. You seen the latest? She going with some lady's husband, and now the lady allegedly going with Croy.
Again? Oh yes, in the parking lot. Her new boyfriend's ex and Croy were spotted making eyes at each other in the parking lot like they had a wife swap.
I'd have fucked her too if I was, what I'm saying? If I was Croy,
I've done that before. By the way. I've done that before.
For real. So
I've lived a clean life, but I have moments.
They are ghetto. That's what we need love and country. You know what I'm saying? With to follow and let them cameras follow Kim and Croy and all them goddamn cheering. You know what I'm saying? All them children running amok over there in that house.
Carlos, let's see. Do you see that? It says Carlos said, "Hide me, Jesus." Carlos,
well, yeah, because we're talking about ghetto ass Kim Zolciak. That's why.
Do you love Kim too, Carlos? You love Kim?
So, the one thing that happened in this episode that sort of goes along.
He's pivoting. You love Kim?
I want to get into.
I love cigarette breath Zodiac. Do you love Kim?
Not Kardashian, Zodiac.
So Kelly,
no, did I say Kardashian?
No, I know he likes Kim Kardashian, but I want to make sure he's not sure.
Oh, he loves Kim. He's a Libra.
Tell Mona Sky Young we need love and bluegrass. You know what I'm saying? That's what we need. The hell with love and hip hop. We need love and bluegrass.
Yeah, and love and cigarettes. Yeah.
Love and pneumonia, child.
First of all, I'm not gonna say love and Newports. I can't.
Love and soft rock.
So,
I love soft rock.
Me too.
Yeah. So, Carlos, I love all the girls.
You know me and Dustin both got ADHD. We can't talk to each other.
I literally, little quick story. I was talking to one of my girls today, and I just wanted to talk to her. And long story short, she was like, "I know you love us," and I said, "I love all you girls." And she said, "I know you have a hard job to do sometimes." And I said, "You know what? It is what it is." I said, "I want all you girls to know I stick to the episode, and I'm on my business, and it is what it is." So
which
you do.
Which one was it, Carlos? Which show?
Atlanta. I will say this. The thing is, I no longer
come on.
I no longer think it's hard. It used to be hard. And Claudia and Dustin know this, Blue. It used to be very hard for me. But I will say this. I have made a decision.
You on skates now.
No, because listen, I don't know what's happening in my life. Carmen Jennifer Hudson, I am changing Dreamgirls soundtrack. The thing is, I feel like as long as I stick to the episode, even if you're mad at me for talking about the episode, then there's nothing I can do to help you. So, Kim Zodiac,
nor do you give a fuck.
I mean, I'm being nice about it. I don't. But I will say, hi, Kim, Zodiac, and Kardashian. So, I want to get to Kelly Potter.
She ain't hear that. She at the casino betting on black.
Dustin, where's your scooter? So, speaking of what's going on with Daz, Kelly met with Phaedra. So, Claudia, Phaedra is Kelly's attorney.
Sorry. Go ahead. We all just work here. Go ahead, Carlos.
Oh, so Dustin, you good?
Mm-hmm. Okay. This Kim Zodiac texting me.
I heard that nigga.
I brought up. Okay, so Phaedra is representing Kelly as they are going through, Kelly's custodial situation, child support, her with her ex-husband. Phaedra is at the law firm. She has her team of people there. And I'm not doing this with y'all today. I'm not.
Why you make that face though? I wasn't gonna say nothing. Why did you make that face?
In order for me not to laugh, I have to breathe in and breathe out. Okay.
Was it a WeWork or was it like an actual law office? Okay, you're a producer. I just wanted to know the logistics.
That was her real team.
I would have had that shit at the funeral home if I was her. Come on in here. Your marriage is dead.
Blue asked if Phaedra was working at a WeWork.
I just want to know. I want to learn from you as a producer.
Notice I'm not saying anything. It's Blue. Y'all be mad at her. Don't be mad at me this week.
Y'all know I don't care. Go for it.
Exactly. Then I gotta say nothing.
So Phaedra filed a motion. Phaedra filed the motion for child support payments. Okay. And she also filed a motion to have the kids shown on TV. Kelly looked visibly sad what was going on. In the end, Phaedra brought her a breastplate of righteousness, which was a gift bag with a bra. Blue to Luzma, what did you think of Phaedra scene with her legal team and buying Kelly a
Video review 1900.
Listen. Look, the gag is.
I was gonna mention Bobby Brown, so I mean,
Blue to lose.
Not the gut. Okay, so I mean, Kelly looked nice in Shamea's brown lawyer onesie. I didn't realize they were that close.
By the way, Blue, Kelly says hi.
No, she didn't. She said she liked pink. I got people too, nigga. Don't play with me. Look, Kelly, you being offended by objective reasoning doesn't surprise me. It's okay, sis. So look, man. Carlos, you turning red, friend. You turning red.
I don't know what's wrong with you. First of all, I don't know if it's the spirit of Dustin. Y'all are on fire tonight, and I am turning red.
I've never seen red nipples on a black man. Yes, go ahead, friend.
Carlos, he gonna do menopause. The menopause that I should be going through. He gonna do the menopause I should be going through.
You know who you hired, sir.
Is he adjusting his? Are you adjusting your penis?
Yes, because it was.
Why would they put that comment up?
You I actually saw it. Now you a lie.
She did not.
A whole lie.
She did not say that.
Listen,
she literally didn't say that.
Blue, first of all, little fun fact, ask Claudia. The fans, what they just did to you, they have done to me, they done to Claudia. They will go under housewife pages. Claudia said, "Fuck you, bitch," and then they'll get mad at Claudia. And I'm like, and look, I'm gonna phone call. I'm like, Claudia did not say that. No, she said this. I'm teasing, but Claudia didn't say.
No, I actually don't have any beef with Kelly. In fact, I went back and watched episodes. There's episodes where me, Claudia, and Dustin are all saying she needs to stay because she's working for her check.
I love her personally.
Yeah, so the fact that we all echoed each other repeatedly, what I think is happening is she probably feels away about what I said about Shamea, and she's being protected for her friend. And as someone who's had friends be attacked publicly and I protected them, I can't hate on that. I'm friends with Bridget Kelly. You talk about her, now we got beef. So I'm not a hypocrite. I understand the game. So yes, keep liking pink. So like I was saying about Kelly and Shamea's onesie, I think that a broken clock is right twice a day. And despite what Claudia might have informed us being a journalistic, from the 1900s about Bobby Brown's cases, that maybe in this instance, Phaedra could actually figure that out and do something with a living body, right? So, yeah, you can't be a standard in a hand me down, but so I'm
Blue,
actually
a living body.
Phaedra. I'm trying, okay? I'm doing my best.
What are you trying though? What are you trying?
She's trying to set the standard. Go ahead.
Try to set the standard as if Marlo Hampton didn't happen.
Remember 2 minutes ago, Blue said, I have nothing against Kelly. So she needs to have everything against Kelly.
No, I have nothing against Kelly, but I also have Wi-Fi and I watched the I also have Wi-Fi.
No, give me that, Blue. Give me that. Blue.
Right. Carlos.
No, Blue. I'm going to give a bitch her tens.
You deserve an Emmy because the way you kept your face in one piece, the lies. You almost broke character. That lady kept talking and Carlos just kept counting backwards from 100. You saw his spirit leave his body. He's like, this is going to be the best clip. I'm going to give you 5 billion. Kelly paved the way for Kelly. So, I will say this. Here's the thing that I think is going to sound crazy. A part of me wishes that Kelly and Drew could figure out how to do a truce because they're both going through similar things right now. Like, have you noticed that? Like, they're both going through husbands who are doing weird things with children and the footage. They're both going through a dark night of the soul. They're both seen as weak links who get picked on a lot. They're both feisty and hard to kill. I kind of like a bitch that y'all know I don't like anybody who's pussy. The one thing I will give Kelly, even if she comes up my leg and tries to drag my wig, I like her spunk. I like her.
Yes.
I feel like if Kelly was in the room, she and I would be going back and forth. I like that shit. I respect it, right? So I'm kind of hoping that Phaedra can get that once in a lifetime lick that she's been waiting for recently. Help her.
What do you mean, like winning a case?
Yes. Broken clock twice. It's 6:15 twice a day. And I'm hoping that if Phaedra can, pull a rabbit out the hat, that Kelly can go back to being, the footloose and fancy free girl we love in her t-shirt and her panties, setting the standard and Haynes her way.
And I hate to say this. God, You know, I hate complimenting a fake ass bitch.
Yeah.
But didn't she do actually some good? Like, didn't she get her like able to let the kids film and all that? Like, she actually made some. You know what? You think now this I like, Paige. You did good. You did good. You did good.
Yes, and not only did that, shout out to Phaedra Parks Esquire. She got the kids to film.
All right, we're going too far now.
You're dragging it with the Esquire.
I mean,
that's her name. Shout out to Phaedra Parks Esquire.
Okay. Well, I'm a doctor too. I got one of them honoraries they give all the Atlanta celebrities. Me, Ricky Smiley, Tyrese, everybody was there getting it. We all had that same black and red gown on and had this. If I was home, I'll show it. We all okay.
She graduated from law school, Claudia.
What?
She graduated from law school.
Which one? Which one?
I believe it's what are the Bulldogs? Is that the University of
Georgia?
Oh, really?
Of Georgia,
right?
Right?
Good, actually. No,
Blue, I heard you. Blue, I heard you say DeVry.
I was thinking shut up, Claudia.
First of all, you're being shady.
It's my tism. I didn't medicate today, man.
Y'all are. Anyways, not only did she get awarded the Kids to Film, she was also able to have, which is look, it's unfortunate that from what Bravo said at the end credits that unfortunately, or how do you want to see it, the husband had to go to jail until he was able to pay back $31,000 in back child support payments.
So you know what? We give her a hard time, but when you're right, and we got to give props. She did that on that, and I believe, did she do it for free?
Yeah,
really true? And that's dope. Listen, Phaedra, your makeup may not match, but you did it on this scene. Like you really did. Like, oh, I wasn't supposed to say that shit. You did.
I quota for the show. Get her, Claudia.
Where's my degree from? I don't have to have a degree to talk shit about people on reality TV. If you think that, I'm sorry, I got a bridge for you to buy. Like, get out of here with that. Anyways, I'm giving the lady props. Don't throw me off here. She did good. I think that's great. It was nice that she offered to do it. Yeah. Whether it's for the cameras or not, she still put in the work. She did it. And having a successful result after all the Phaedra shade with losing case and all that kind of stuff. Listen, when she's doing right and doing good, you got to give it to her, and that's dope. That she did it. I'm not mad at this. I think this is actually super dope. I really do. But we're gonna have fun. We're gonna have fun, huh?
No, Phaedra's the one thing I would say. My mom's a Scorpio. Scorpios, like Kris Jenner, they will do anything when it involves their kids. I think the mother and Phaedra stood up for the mother and Kelly. So I actually do believe that's sincere. Yeah. I don't always find Phaedra sincere. But I think at mother to mother, I think that's what was probably the impetus for her to show up for Kelly like that.
Exactly, Nika.
Not Dr. Claudia, girl.
So, shout out to
Claudia.
One of the things we also saw was that a therapist is into Phaedra. So Dr. Ken had he
went to DeVry because the way he was rubbing on her stuff.
Okay, this is some real shit. And listen, I don't know Dr. Ken, and it is what it is. Mm-hmm. And listen, I'll speak for myself because, like Blue said, this ain't French. I was the same one who told my girl Shamea, don't you ever once again in your life twerk at a conference room in a business meeting.
Yes, enough.
Dr. Ken, I don't know you, my brother. To be on camera as a doctor while you're there to celebrate Drew's mother, and the way you sort of hugged Phaedra for the extended period of time that you did, I thought that was just beyond inappropriate. It
was nasty.
I thought it was the wrong place. I thought it was the wrong time. I thought it was the wrong sort of situation to put Phaedra in. I honestly felt bad for Phaedra as a woman having to.
Well,
on the dead homies. That's a fact. That's a Fendi fact. He definitely made us think about Cheyenne Bryan's foolishness.
Don't say we.
Oh, yeah. No French to that. We speak English.
I will. He made us all think about fake doctors, Dr. Taid, the nigga from season 4, and Sheree's car party. Yeah, Dr. Francis would never, ever. That's right. And neither would Dr. Sherry.
You know that song is in my head, that Chris Brown song. What is it? Warm Embrace. Claudia, you know that song? I want to grab you in my. Chris Brown has a song called Embrace. It felt very sexual. I feel like his little pee stood up a little bit. And here's the thing too. Thank you. It was sleazy. Phaedra did something that I do. There's a thing called fight or flight, but people don't talk about freeze or fawn, where you say something like fawnish and cute and then slither away so that the man doesn't have a violent reaction. Phaedra fawns when she's nervous sometimes. I do it too sometimes, right? Like, oh, I see you, Fred. Get him off of me. She was trying to keep it cute because she didn't want to embarrass him, but I could tell she was uncomfortable.
She was uncomfortable. And listen, one thing about Phaedra's a Scorpio, and Phaedra, if you watch the show, old Phaedra definitely leaned into like the flirty stuff. But it was something in that moment that and again, maybe it was just me. I felt uncomfortable for her. Like she did not look comfortable. Now look, maybe they know each other and that's how I don't know. She didn't look comfortable to me. Claudia,
hold on, were we watching the same show that she was? No, I'm not gonna sit here. What we not about to do on Beyonce's exactly is lie and act like Phaedra was
lying. She looked uncomfortable to me. Now look, if you look like
she was moaning. I don't moan when I'm uncomfortable. When Steven Seagal tried to sexually harass me in his house with his hair plugs, I didn't moan. I certainly did not moan. And yes, we all react differently, but
we all react differently, Claudia. The thing
I don't. Okay, I may freeze. You're right. A freeze, 1,000%, but not a shimmy and a shimmy and a titty bump. No.
So you're a freeze. I'm a fawner though. I'll crack a joke to like.
Man, I'm not about to do this with y'all. I'm not.
No,
I'm not. Listen. Let's stop and give her props for helping Kelly. That was dope. She had some great confessional looks this season. She finally woke up at second to last episode. She did great in Scotland. I'm giving her props. But what I'm not going to do is act like she was this victim in that moment. He was a creep, yes. And she leaned into it because Phaedra loves you to think she's so sexual and sexy.
Don't nobody believe that.
No,
that's I'm sticking to what I said. I don't give a damn who agrees with me. I don't.
No, we don't believe she's sexual.
I don't.
Sexual, yeah.
And to be fair, we haven't heard her say that man made her feel uncomfortable.
Exactly.
Yet, right? Carlos was just saying how
that's
it looked
true
to him. You know?
No, he was gross. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
We think she was uncomfortable. They think she.
Yeah, no. And look, I was just saying she looked uncomfortable to me. But like Dustin said, in Dr. Ken's defense, in his defense,
he was a perv.
He was 100% a perv.
Yuck.
And that's why I said I don't know their relationship. You know, like me and Dustin, we have our little thing, and it's innocent and it's fun, and the naked eye it could look whatever. So that's what I'm saying. Perhaps that's their thing. I just felt that I thought, and listen, maybe it made me uncomfortable. I don't know, but as of today,
and that's fine for you to say that too.
Phaedra has said Phaedra did not say anything about this scene. Raindrops, let me know in the comments, but I don't think Phaedra has made a comment about that particular moment.
He was dead ass wrong no matter what her reaction was, though.
He was sniffing her neck.
He was dead, and then he went and did it with someone else. It was like her and someone.
He closed his eyes and was like, yeah. You my therapist.
It was two women that he rolled up on in that room. It was her and someone else. Who's the other one? He was like in their ear. He was gross.
Yeah, I don't think if he's a therapist, here's the thing, discernment, right? The thing about being a therapist is it's one of the few jobs where no matter how good you are, how you are socially is a direct correlation to how much you can be trusted professionally.
Yeah.
It's one of those jobs where you actually cannot separate them. So I feel the ick deeply. And if I ever saw my therapist doing that, I would fire this nigga.
That's right. Portia, he was with her. And Portia, shout out to you. Because you did check him a little bit, like you was like, and I like
she's fight and Phaedra's fawn. They've always been fight versus fawn, those two.
Yeah, that was just a little weird moment. Speaking of Portia, though, Portia and Sway had a conversation about the state of the relationship. What we saw last week, Dustin, was that Mike Bless told Portia that he's in love with her. In this episode.
Why do you keep saying that, Carlos? You're being so inflammatory.
He said it.
He said it, sitting up there looking like them Lego people with that drawn in beard, talking about talking about some. I think I'm in love with her.
Beijing, sponsored by Beijing.
Please. He's probably a great person, but
as the former client of Beijing products, I will say that because I can roast myself. Sway and Portia had a scene to update each other on the state of the relationship. I will say this: Ty Young is number one. Sway is a close number two. Sway, to me, is a fine woman.
Now, why is good?
Before I move on, as the only pansexual on the panel, Blue, what did you think of Portia and Sway's dynamic? Because I know my girl, I don't care what anyone says, and we could disagree on this one, and I will fight y'all on this. I know Portia is in love and in lust with Sway. And after Sway took off them glasses, I said, oh, Portia, I get it.
I've been got it. Oh. Yeah, look, man, I've said this before. The right stud can digmatize you, right? And so I have said it before. I know the markers of someone who knows what they're doing. Sway, no, she, right? She pronouns. I just want to be respectful. Is it she pronouns?
Yeah, she said she.
Yeah, okay. Portia always says she when she's referring up.
Yeah. No, Sway has that thing that will make you, Sway has that thing that have you howling at the moon. And here's the thing: someone who is swaggy in that way, who is secure, and it's called masculine of center, right? So you can be a woman and still be a queer woman and be centered in your masculinity. That happens all the time because they don't subscribe to the gender binary the same way. Sometimes, ironically, queer people are more secure in their masculinity than straight men, and I hate it here, right? And so I think Sway might be the man of her dreams, but is a woman, and I think there's something around being someone who is secure in masculinity and also secure with their queerness and not in the closet. And I saw Sway on my YouTube. Sway got money.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't realize Sway was that rich. I
saw
Sway in her mansion developing other wings. I said, oh, you got money. And I've been informed by Little Bird that, Portia likes people who are financially and fiscally responsible.
Where would you get that from?
Just a chirp, just birds. And so, chirp. And so Sway is fine, got money, is secure in her masculinity. I know she good with the sex. You see how she hold her hands? The hands are important with the lesbians. So yeah, Portia, I love this for you, child. If Sway got a cousin, I might tap back in.
Oh, okay. So Sway, if you're listening, if you have a gay cousin,
don't say it like that.
Oh my bad. I have blue centric. Claudia Jordan, did Portia finally find the one when it comes to Sway?
I'm sorry, I'm so distracted by your titties this whole show. Like every time you put your hands up, I see both areolas, and it's like.
First of all, my areola has not shown.
Yeah, it did. Yes,
we're calling HR Carlos.
And brown.
They're red because he's so
brown egg, a local eggs, and local eggs are brown.
I think we all have autism. Can I be honest?
Claudia is a motherfucking fool. I'm telling you.
Love you too.
Oh, what is in the air tonight? I love it.
Oh shit, Claudia Jordan.
What was the question?
Is Sway here to stay?
Well, don't ask me about staying because that shit was in my tagline and it didn't work out for me.
Oh shit, it was. And it was
it wasn't my choice. They made me say that shit. I didn't want to say that shit. I knew it was a setup. Anyways, enough about that. So I think Sway wants to be there to stay. I think Sway is very much, I feel like Sway is 1000% in love. And I don't know. I'm not Portia's friend, so I don't know how she talked to me. Carlos is convinced. But it could be lust. In the beginning, lust feels just like love, or it could be love. We don't know. Time will tell on that. I hope it is love. They do seem to light up around each other, but I also feel like Portia loves love. Because I also felt that about Simon. You know what I mean? Like, I also felt with him, like they seemed to have some chemistry when they were out, when she had that man in them clubs at 3:00 in the morning. He was tired. He was past his bedtime. He was exhausted. Huh? What?
Nothing.
What was you gonna call him?
Yeah, we all heard it. What happened?
Claudia.
You're not about to gaslight me on live television.
Right.
Go ahead,
Who's his celebrity lookalike though? Who's his celebrity lookalike?
Claudia.
Oh, they had said, yeah.
Donatella? What? Who?
No.
They had said Esther Roll.
Oh wow. Oh.
That's what they had said he looked like or whatever.
Why? That's how he was when we got deported.
Damn. Yeah.
Oh, damn. My bad. I fucked up the joke. Damn it.
That's all right.
Hey.
But there was a time that I remember seeing the clips. It was all over the internet. They was in the clubs and they was beaming, smiling. The wedding. It wasn't just him looking happy. They both look really happy. But I do think that there is something that seems very real about her and Sway. They do seem like they're very, very into each other. I really do think that. And I hope for Sway's sake that Portia's serious and it's not just lust and something different. But I think Portia's been leaning towards this for a while. You know what I mean? So I hope it's real because I think they're adorable together. I think Sway comes off like the right amount of like confidence and cool and not like thirsty for attention. I detect zero traces of using Portia to get on. It does seem like very authentic. And for that, I hope it is for real. It would be nice to see any of these relationships kind of like ride off into the sunset and be like they're forever. You know what I mean? Like I love to see people that are happy, whether I'm friends or not, but I just love seeing Black love. And I think it'll be dope. And it also kind of takes a stigma off of the L in the community. You don't really see many representations of that on television. You really don't. Yeah. You know, you really hardly ever see it. You see bisexual, but you really don't see full-on lesbian relationships and in a place where it's not used for fodder for jokes. You know what I mean? Like you don't.
Especially really Atlanta. It's usually the boys, so especially in Atlanta, you don't see a lot of that.
The boys are front and center. The girl, you never see lesbian relationships kind of being featured on any real show.
Except the Brett and Judy, that's like the only one.
Yeah. And then people still make fun of it and talk shit, but I think this could be one of the ones that kind of blaze the trail.
Yeah. Dustin.
I'm happy for Portia. She seems genuinely happy. Her and Sway doing their thing. They living life and then making memories. And Portia's daughter look happy. You know what I'm saying? Dennis is a nice person. You know what I'm saying? I feel like they figured it out and they're figuring it out. And I'm happy for Portia. And I actually admire the fact that Portia don't give a fuck. Portia's going to chase her happiness until she secures it. And I actually think that's something that we, in a healthy way, we could all do well to mimic. You know what I'm saying? Like, focus on your happiness and chase that shit and don't give a fuck what nobody say. So I'm happy about Portia.
They don't give
Claudia, would you ever entertain?
No, she won't.
No.
I like dick too much. And I like a nice arm and a strong back. And I like penile. I like penile. I like how
that's plural penises. What penile is two or more.
Well, I'm just not thinking of one particular one. So
okay, I said that, Fred. Yeah.
And then I like how it feels when it first goes inside of you and it's new.
All right.
You gotta adjust and you gotta
not the shallow breath at the beginning when the tip is in Claudia.
I love when you go.
What kind of shorty got me on?
I need quiet for a second. I love when you go.
I like that too, Fred. I'm not even gonna hold you.
Right. And you're like, you bracing for him. Oh, I love
Not the moderator kicked on Claudia. Claudia,
I know this new bitch ain't trying me already, Jamie. You new here. I know you ain't doing me dirty like that. We just getting to know each other. New bitch. I know a new bitch did not just take me off the screen.
Oh wow.
I'm gonna do it again for y'all.
No, Claudia, stop.
You can have your titties out and I can't go.
First of all, Claudia, this is like 5, okay?
Why are you going like
this? Let me do it.
You have Carlos. He said, first of all, this is like
stop.
You have sorry, Jamie. I done called you out your name and it wasn't even you.
I agree with you, Claudia. Me and Dustin.
I'm sorry, Jamie. My bad. I love you. I take it off. What do you say?
I said we agree with you. Me and Dustin like hearing that.
So I'm giving it shout out from the other side. That's me. I'm telling you what it feels like.
I'm somewhere in the middle, child.
So Although this is not about Black love the way Sway and Portia is, there's another lesbian relationship that we got to get into, and that is Angela's daughter, Amari, and her wife. What we all know is Angela Oakley and her daughter Amari. Amari's so beautiful and so sweet. You could tell she's like a really good girl. So shout out to Angela for raising such a smart, brilliant girl.
Yes.
They are having a family meeting. Charles Oakley is there. And what we learned is Angela said that when they eloped, her daughter and the wife, that she never spoke to her daughter's wife about this. Then we learned from Charles that Angela feels left out because she is close to Amari and feels like she kept a secret for so long. Amari then FaceTimes her wife, and a lot of people on social media reacted because they did not expect the wife to not be Black. And they were wondering if that had anything to do with the hurt that you see in Angela's eyes, which I don't think that. I think is what Charles said. I think that Angela is close to her daughter. And no mother wants to know that I thought we were close, but we weren't close enough to where you did not inform me that this girl who you said was your friend and was cool with the family, your siblings, is somebody that you ended up marrying. That's what I think of it. But Blue, were you surprised when you saw the revelation of who the wife was? And what do you think the real deal is?
I was surprised, not in a neutral way. She just wasn't what I expected. I actually did expect more of like a Sway or someone Black. I will say this, and I will shoot some bail to parents. Even the most loving parent, when their child comes out, finds themselves having to mourn what they assume their child's life would look like to make room for something else.
Yeah.
I have a lot of clients with queer children who come to me who are very supportive but still have to mourn. So I think, show aside, can we just be human for a second and say any parent has to be like, this is not what I envisioned, and I have to warn all of that before I make space for what you're about to tell me next.
Yeah.
Also, in any relationship where you care about somebody, finding out the entire time that you were not in on the joke and there was a premise that you didn't understand is still also jarring, right?
Yeah.
There's the warning, the fact that what I thought for you is not going to happen. And also, this entire time, I was the only one who wasn't in on this. It is isolating, it is hurtful, and it's not homophobic to feel those feelings. And I think we sometimes act as if you're not doing cartwheels with a rainbow sticker on your ass, that you must be a homophobic person. There are gay people who still have to figure out how to fight the internalized feelings around themselves about mourning. When I fell in love with a woman and thought I might end up with a woman, I mourned having a traditional wedding. I was like, oh my God, if we do this, there are things that I envision for myself that I'm going to have to revisit. So
was your mom cool when you came out? Like, did your mom have that same feeling? Like,
she still don't know. Who's that?
I just assume because you're a public figure that has spoken.
Her nurses have YouTube. She don't. They tell her that I'm funny. She don't.
Oh, my bad.
Look, my mother's only met one woman that I was in a serious relationship.
I didn't mean to out you, Blue.
How dare you? Well, since we're here, fuck it. No, she met one girl who she thought was my friend. I was the daughter. She loved her, invited her on family vacations, and when we broke up, she was like, "Why can't you keep any friends?" She didn't know she was just meeting.
Wait, no, I'm not being funny. Mm-hmm. I now understand what Angela's going through, because I think so. You get it. That's exactly.
I was the daughter, so I get it. She loved my ex and treated her like a daughter and didn't know that we were hunching. And so what happened? I mean, it happens, right? I'm pansexual for real. But what happens is, though, there is a grief that happens on both sides. And I have friends who have come out. The reason why I didn't come out, though, is because right after that relationship, I ended up falling with a guy who wasted a lot of years of my life. And so there was nothing to say at that point because it was a nigga showing up, right? But I will say this. I love the fact that, focus, Carlos. I love the fact, not you outed cast members. We speaking to HR after this. I love
legal note. Issue, Lizzie.
Look, Claudia's out in blue.
Claudia's the journalist. She's taking notes. Thank you, Claudia. Pull out the
yeah, I got notes.
I love the fact that Angela is like, look, I don't care how you get here. Get here if you can. She's like, at this point, I just want my daughter back. I just want to feel close with you. Fuck what I thought. Fuck what I hope. Fuck how we messed up. How do we fix this? To me, that's the best case scenario for this. So one thing I will say, I have not seen a single bad mother on the show. That's one thing. Can we all put that off limits? I know mamas was a topic. Can we all admit that they're good mothers? I think they're all good godmothers. Mia with Portia's daughter. I think they all are great matriarchs. And I think sometimes we have so much fun making them argue like little Barbie dolls. We forget that they're real people. So
yes, boo.
Angela and her daughter.
Yeah.
You too, Kelly. Okay. You too, girl.
Yes.
She is. Yeah.
Claudia, what were your thoughts on the Angela and daughter scene?
I don't even know if it has anything as much to do with the sexuality, her being lesbian or not. Yeah. Have you ever had a friend, right, that you think is your best friend or a really close friend, and they get married or they get into a relationship or they stop sharing stuff with you? It hurts, like not it being left out of something that's so important to someone that you love. So imagine being a mother on top of that. And yeah, also throw in the fact that you thought that she'd have a traditional marriage with a man and maybe give you grandkids and all that. Yeah, I can see why she would be hurt. I can see both sides. And I also see why a daughter would feel like how Blue felt, didn't want to disappoint the mom. And, you want to kind of keep it to yourself. I get it. So I like that we can see different family dynamics and different situations on these shows this season. I think that's what's up. I think it does a great service to a community. Once again, the lesbian community, you don't really get to see the ins and outs of that. We just really scratch the surface of gay men and how they are with their families. We're not even all the way there yet, but we really never really hear anything about lesbians and like how they, that whole dynamic of disappointing and families mourning that their daughters will not give them, most likely won't give them grandkids. So I thought it was great that we saw that.
Okay, so yes, I think Angela Oakley is a great mom to her daughter Amari. You know what I'm saying? And I have a very, very keen, I got a hound dog nose when it comes to homophobia.
You do. You actually do.
You know what I'm saying? I can sniff it out instantly. So, but I haven't had that feeling about Angela. In fact, it's been the opposite. And we not gonna pretend like her daughter and her wife didn't look like them WeTV ass love after lockup ass couples. You know what I'm saying? that is, it did look like a life after lockup ass relationship. You know what I'm saying? I think that may have given Angela some of her pause. You know what I'm saying? Like her wife did look like WeTV. You know what I'm saying? Like she
even
did.
Juvie. It was very Juvie energy.
Yeah, very much. I could just see the two faces in that fence from Love After Lockup. You know what I'm saying? Amari, her wife. You know what I'm saying? I could just see it, But then a car scene, she was all in the phone and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just very Love After Lockup. But I did not get homophobic from Angela, and thank God for that. If anything, she's putting this shit. I think that it's a very important journey. I hate using such a cliche term, but to share, right? Figuring out understanding and figuring out peace amongst a mother and daughter and queer daughter. And I think that is something that's really brave for them to show, both of them with her being from Chicago and shit. Y'all know how niggas from the Midwest are. I am niggas from the Midwest. You know what I'm saying? So y'all know how we are, and it's very hard. They hold fast to traditional gender roles and what you wanted for your kid whole time your daughter's eating pussy. So you know what I'm saying? So you have to we have to wake up a little bit, and I'm glad that they are moving forward. It's good to see them finding that journey to peace. But that wife and Amari, y'all know damn well they did look like
Carlos is getting
not Amari. It ain't even Amari, because Amari is a beautiful girl. She looked just like her pretty ass mama. She looked just like Angela, and I love them. Also, I love them doing that confessional together. I thought that was so dope. It made me, I don't know, it just felt like throwback Real Housewives of Atlanta. But when they did and Amari held that phone, what she said, she's like, somebody wants to say hi to you. Some people want to say they miss you. She turned that phone around, and all we seen was that girl, her wife looking like WeTV. That's what it looked like. You know what I'm saying?
Well, it was an extreme close-up. The angle was. It was. And so you're saying if the wife turned like more swaggy, like a sway.
No. I don't even think because Angela, she wasn't mistreating them. I just, upon first glance, I know I was a little like.
Do you think it looks like how someone looks has a little bit?
What am I gonna tell my mama? What are y'all, Carlos? What you did? Mama,
I'm sorry, friend. Do I think what?
Go ahead.
If the wife like had a different look that wasn't so WeTV, do you think it'd be more easily digested?
No. Because I'm just talking about me, really, my lens. When I say WeTV shit. I ain't even talking about Angela.
I know. I'm just trying to. Hey, I'm just doing my job, trying to keep the show shady. It's been very shady tonight.
Okay.
Like my job now.
I need to move on. Okay.
Whenever Carlos shows his nipples, we are in for a show. It's really Carlos's fault.
It is.
Oh, really.
You set the.
Yeah. Okay. K. Michelle had a listening party.
Jesus and whiskey, Carlos. Jesus and whiskey.
K. Michelle, Jesus and Whiskey, and K. Michelle album is out, I think, in October, if I'm not mistaken. So look, they're at a party. The girls show up. Shamea brings receipts, and the receipts, Dustin, are HOA fines for Juisadora bringing a horse with her rented friend that dressed up like Jay-Z from the Reasonable Doubt album cover. And the horse shitted on the ground. The fee was over $2,000. Drew said, if you needed help paying your taxes, Shamea, just say that. Dustin, did you think that Shamea was out of bounds for bringing the HOA receipt for the horse that allegedly Drew rented to be surprised by this guy that used to date a former Atlanta housewife, allegedly?
I know he looked like he in juvie, don't he? When every time I see him, I'm like, why does this nigga look like a miscreant? You know what I'm saying? Why does this nigga look wayward every time I see his I don't know, he just look like a bad
This suit
kid.
don't fit. That's why the suit don't fit.
Yeah, and you know what else? Black don't crack. So that's probably why he looks young like that. You know what I'm saying? We don't age as fast, but it was typical housewifery. Of course, Shamea would give that because I believe it was a real fine from her HOA. Everybody knows HOAs are a pain in the ASS. So, you know, they will do something like that. That just makes no sense. And of course, she brought it to the show as she should have. I thought it was just typical housewifery, and it gave us a little scuttlebutt. You know what I'm saying? And that was it. Yeah. Claudia. Y'all know he looked like he latchkey. Stop playing. Y'all know damn well every time y'all see him.
He was you know when you go to see maybe your niece or your nephew in a school play, and you know they can't act, they can't sing, but you got to be like, oh, we did good. It was that kind of Jay-Z. I was girl, Drew, you in danger, girl. What is that?
Marcus,
what was that?
I'm sorry.
If that's Jay-Z,
we'll keep saying that.
In what world? I'm gonna give myself a doctor's note on that.
Now you're recusing yourself.
I'm recusing myself from the case. I'm recusing myself.
Claudia, just back away to set up.
It was
not great value.
There's like a lot of things I can't say because certain communities will come after me.
Okay, so Blue,
then leave it right there. Yes. We're gonna put a button right there.
Legal note.
We're gonna put a button.
Blue. Thank you. Jamie Lula, you know what to do with Claudia.
Certain communities will come after me.
I'm doing good.
Claudia.
Not the alphabet.
Claudia, you good.
Thank
you good.
We have your back, sis.
Claudia,
it's okay.
You're good. Blue,
y'all know.
Blue, your thoughts.
Wait, what? Okay. Yes.
Nothing fit.
Look, man. Okay, Claudia, I understand now. So
you know what I'm trying to say, right?
We all do.
Be a Dustin.
We all understand, Claudia. That's the problem.
That's why you don't need to say nothing.
Oh my god.
You know what, Joe Buttons, you need another girl in your show. I don't think this shit. I feel like I've been muzzled like that horse. Constantly shutting me down. I can't say this, can't say that. But then you want me to talk. I don't know what you want from me. What y'all want?
No, that's community guidelines.
Yeah,
it's community.
You don't even know the word I was gonna say. You just
I do.
We all do.
What does it begin with?
No, we see. Let's just go on and go on next.
Blue.
Yeah.
Blue. Go ahead, baby. Go ahead.
Okay.
I'll mute myself. It's no fun.
Okay. Look, man, not everybody's able. And remember me different. Please remember me different. It's time for super chats, Carlos.
Okay, so the last thing on the docket.
Why would you have the autistic girl go last? Like, read the room, Carlos.
Blue, ever since Amanda says everyone's autistic. So we're all
No, I got diagnosed by somebody who didn't hug me for a long time.
I'm going back on mute.
Okay, so I want to move on. So, K. Michelle performed her new single, Jesus and Whiskey.
Yes.
And she also performed her hit, VSOP. I love when she gave the mic to the other girls. The other girls are singing.
Yeah.
It was Drew Sidora's turn. Drew Sidora's like, I don't know the word. And I love to see like K. Michelle, like, Drew, I love you. It's all good, like whatever. And I thought all the girls had fun. But what happened in the end when all of a sudden, it happened so fast, where Drew and K. Michelle were exchanging pleasantries and like, you know, I love you too. You did a good job. You know, we had our issue at the beginning, and then the thing of black was brought up, and then Drew got out her phone to prove with the receipt that K. Michelle was responding to black, somebody that she said K. Michelle acted like she didn't know this person. Drew brought it back all the way to the season premiere and said, even at Portia's house during her event, you saw black on FaceTime and acknowledged him. So they get into it, and Drew falls on the floor, and baby, K. Michelle was taken away by security. Claudia, what are your thoughts on all of this? Because it literally came out of nowhere.
There's a lot of crazy going on here. Like, you just never know. With K. Michelle, you just never know what you're going to get. Like, it's calm, then it's not, then it's up, then it's not, and it's down. And it's like, I would never feel settled or be able to relax because you just never know where it's going to go, right? And I'm like, did they cut something out?
The Hennessy.
Huh?
Sorry, allegedly. I'm so sorry. Go ahead. We need to wrap up. I'm dwindling. I'm so sorry. Wait, did they mute Claudia?
I muted myself because I'm so used to being silenced on this platform.
No, were you silenced or were you silenced?
They silenced me. When the light is green, I'm on. When it goes red, someone tried it, okay? I'm going to let the audience see this. Okay. So, like, they be saying I love you and stuff, and then, like, a second later, like, they be on 10. I'm like, what is this? What is the reason? Like, I would be nervous, like, always in that situation where you just never know when it's going to go left. I don't know why black is so triggering for K. Michelle, for both of them, actually. Why is he so triggering? Yeah. Like, they turn up over this dude that allegedly no one even messed with. You know what I'm saying? Right?
That's true.
Like they really like Black is really they need to go ahead and give him a half a peach or at least a peach pit, something, because the way he is like able to activate, like they will be saying I love you, and then it's like 10 seconds later, Black's name gets brought up, all hell broke loose, people falling on the ground, getting back up, people are being vindicated. It's a lot, and I just don't know why. Like we need to dive deeper into that next season.
Well, I think the reunion that somebody mentioned, I think Andy's going to mention his cases or whatever is pending. Here's the thing. I will throw K. Michelle some bail. Because I think for the most part, I was on Drew's side because K. Michelle was, shadow boxing. I kept on comparing her to the lady arguing to the empty chair on the train. You lose it, I lose it. No, but like this one time, K. Michelle made sense because she said, I was just being warm. Like when I see people, if I've even seen you in passing, I'm like, hey, love. And I'll like, that doesn't mean that we're close. And I think when K. Michelle said, just because we were being warm doesn't mean we're being close, a part of me was like, do we want to believe this? But then she said, hey, handsome. And then I was like, oh, that does feel a little bit off. K. Michelle, I be wanting to root for her. I'm biased in her favor, but then she keeps talking. You know when you're rooting for somebody, and if they would just stop that sentence there, we could all agree that fine, we'll take that, sis.
That's how I feel about Claudia tonight.
Yeah, I know all about that.
That's me and Claudia's relationship you're talking about, by the way, Blue.
And then they keep talking like, oh, okay, wow, I didn't know we were gonna end up here. That's K. Michelle for me all season. I'd be so close to rooting for her, and then she keeps talking. I'm like, damn.
First of all, K. Michelle started it.
She did not start it.
I'm talking about season 1, season 17, episode 1. The minute that they were on that, not even episode 1, but at the beginning of the season when they were in Dallas, I believe it was, or yeah, they were in Dallas and they were in the Sprinter. And when the comment was first made, K. Michelle started the shit about Black. She started it.
Right.
She's the person who created an issue over Black. We all were like, where is this vitriol and this energy coming from for her? Why is she so passionate and upset about this at Drew? It felt misplaced. Yeah. None of it landed on that. Yo, he who, or whatever she was saying, all of that shit. It just all felt misplaced. And so Drew has been sitting this season the whole time like, why is this girl on my ass like this? Why is she... where is this coming from? And Drew defended herself, and you can't get mad at her, to me, for pulling up a receipt that blatantly highlighted a lie that K. Michelle told, because she do know who Black is. And she did act familiar with Black when they was at Portia's house on that phone. She acted like it was an old friend. Shout out to Phyllis Hyman. You know what I'm saying? She acted like it was an old friend on that phone. Okay. And she acted very...
I take back everything I just said. K. Michelle, I tried. I'm so sorry.
She acted very familiar. She did.
I know,
so how we get mad at Drew for pulling the shit up at the finale? I don't matter when I get my lick back, I'm gonna get you. And that's just what it is.
And that's fair. But the thing is this: I think there's a difference between I'm familiar with somebody and I know them, and I do think it was a game of semantics. I think K. Michelle was like, I'm aware of who he is. Listen, I'm aware of who Black is. It doesn't mean I know him. Right? I know Black because he's cool with my good sis Tamar. I know Black because he sponsors ads on Shade Room for his hookahs. So I'm familiar with Black. I don't know Black, right? So I thought that K. Michelle was saying from that vantage point. And look, but I agree with you. You can't tell somebody when to bring receipts. And that's why for me, I will give Drew this. Drew was doing her job. It's the finale, and she knew finales are meant to be explosive, and she wanted to prove her point before the season ended. I ain't mad at Drew for it, right? I am mad that Drew slipped. If I to blame the culprit, I still would say, although doing her job, I do think Drew started it.
No, because
hold on, sister, because we got to get to the bottom of this.
Hold on.
How do you? I'm talking about Claudia, not Claudia.
I got you.
No, I'm talking about my sis Claudia. Yeah.
Now he's talking to me. He's talking to his ears.
Yeah,
but remember, Blue. I'm a messy queen. Remember.
Got it.
But like, oh shit. The point is, okay. See, the point is, you know what I'm saying? The point is,
hold on.
Right, Daddy. It was like, yeah, Claudia.
The point is, K. Michelle was lying. and she started fucking with Drew all season long. She been fucking with Drew out of nowhere, out of left field. It never saw resolve. That all them pleasantries they were exchanging was being K Michelle was being fake as hell, talking about she love you, Drew, and all that other stuff, knowing she can't stand Drew. She talking about her singing, talking about personal things like how far she's gotten in her career and shit when they on the exact same show. So that never made sense to me. But talking about how far Drew didn't get and all the just horrible stuff that you can say to somebody who's pursuing a career in the arts. And K Michelle has crossed all kind of lines of seriousness, right? She's went into a territory that takes it from like, oh, let's just have a little banter and go back and forth to now character assassinations, all that shit. So now Drew wrong. She restarted it, reignited the beef? No, she didn't. She called out K Michelle like, and by the way, you've been lying this whole time, because here go a text message back from February when you called this nigga handsome, which is specific, and that means you laid your eyes on him and identified his beauty as an identifying marker in who he is. You know him, you lying, you started it didn't go nowhere, and now we're left with this rubble and debris from a beef that never even was. And Drew then fell on the floor trying to prove, hey, you're a damn liar. She went down, but when she came back up, she had that phone out. And she had that message from February in it that said, okay, she had that phone out that said, hey, handsome, thank you so much. And when K Michelle seen him, she got a, hey, good to see you. It's good to see you too. That green suit. So the jig's up, my nigga. Like K Michelle, Drew ain't started that. Drew finished that.
I'm on the fence. What do you think?
I agree, because in the beginning, wasn't like when Drew mentioned him, what's her name? K Michelle was quick to be like, she knew him, right? But then when Drew held up the mirror to her and said, you know him, then it was, I don't know him. So I'm like, which is it? And
maybe she meant biblically, like I think because she acted the second time like it was like there was sauce on it that I didn't understand, but maybe she was hearing voices.
But Drew didn't say they smashed. She just said, and
she back on that train, Claudia.
Drew did not say she smashed. I feel like K Michelle was it was almost like a guilty conscience. Like, are you trying to say that I
suck his dick like out of nowhere? People were like, whoa,
and that made it weird. If she would have just said you knew him. Listen, Atlanta is small, and yes, people do be in DMs. And Black, listen, he sends people cases of those fruit hookahs all the time. He's like, they're really good.
No, I've had one, but I would like a case.
Yeah.
What's up, Black?
No, they're really good. They're really
so
good.
Like,
sponsor. Go ahead, Claudia.
Yeah, and so like I didn't see like it. I feel like it was Kay that escalated that to make it a bigger deal when Drew didn't say, oh, we have something in common. We both shared a man. She just said, yeah, I know, you know, like, you know him. Yeah. And the fact that Kay was pushing so hard against she didn't when she started off saying she did, I get why Drew would be frustrated. And it may seem petty to bring it up 17 episodes later, but I would probably be the same way. Like, yo, the entire time you trying to make me look like I'm tripping, you made this big fight with me in Dallas. Because I remember getting the calls from Dallas, like, yo, some shit happened on set of the, you know, we all heard about that, right? It was the blogs, like that something went down. And then you watch, I'm like, damn, why did it escalate so crazy over this? Like, it got to where it looked like they was about to fight over knowing a guy and not knowing a guy, and neither one of them are even accusing each other of being physical and intimate or him getting the draw. So why is it such a big deal? That's why I think there's more to it. That even if there wasn't, it makes us think there is. And Kay, I think you handle it wrong by reacting like that, because now something, you're a celebrity. Mad people are going to say they know you that don't even really know you like that. That happens every single day to anyone that's even mildly famous, never mind someone who's really famous, right? So like her reaction did not really fit. Like, I'm like, why would you tripping like that? You could be like, oh yeah, girl, you know, I meet people all the time. They be in my DMs. And it just it seems like I want to dig now when I didn't. We shouldn't be thinking that.
But Claudia, what about that scheme? Do you think that maybe whoever, and we're not going to say Shamea because y'all know there's a lot of speculation, but the difference between the first episode, because I like where this is going. You know, I love me some Dateline. So this is like we have a little thing on with the lines, with the red lines. The only thing that's changed from the first episode where knowing him wasn't a problem to the episode in Dallas where suddenly just mentioning him, I didn't suck his dick, what's going on? Like, she freaked out, was by the time Dallas happened, somebody, according to K. Michelle, said there was a scheme against her. So now if you think there's a scheme against you, suddenly things that might have seemed benign previously have you on edge. Do you think that the scheme, to this day, we still don't know who the hell, if it was Kay or the voices or somebody, we don't know who told her the scheme, right? But I do think the addition of the scheme storyline, whether it was true or not or in her imagination, suddenly makes it feel like everything Drew did was seen with a different lens at that point. It was a
I
scheme.
think,
Have you heard about the scheme?
I think nobody told her a scheme. I think she told herself a scheme.
Yikes.
Because
No, I don't think that.
What did you explain? What did you say? Okay, maybe maybe something will come out in the reunion. Because like why?
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
I definitely think somebody told her that a scheme was taking place. I don't think she made that up. But I do think to Drew's point, and I will say this again. When K Michelle joined Atlanta Housewives, she was entering something that was new for her. And I do think, obviously, like anybody, you're paranoid, right? And I do believe that perhaps, to Blue's point, that in her being new to see that this Black thing could have been something big, I definitely think, like Blue is saying, there could have been some thoughts in her mind like, are you trying to add bodies to my situation? And I know that's a stretch. But I think a reality like Love and Hip Hop, where you've been in Love and Hip Hop, you do go into scenes thinking like, when is the shoe gonna drop?
You have PTSD for sure. But here's my thing. Like, again, my frustration with this cast, once again, is the same energy is not being kept for the same, like, worse offenses. Like, this whole scheme about Black, where no one's even accusing him of him getting the drugs, right? But then there was Oystergate, right? And how quickly she's able to move on from that. But with Drew, it's an easy kill. It's an easy, like, tagging each other, coming for her career, saying she ain't shit. Listen, both ladies are talented in their own areas. Drew is a fantastic actor, and she is a good singer. K Michelle, I don't know about her acting, but I can say she is I don't know, because I've never seen her in acting, right? She is a fantastic, exceptional singer. There's no need for either one of them to be dragging each other when it comes to talent. Like, they both
I agree.
I thought those were very cheap shots being made, and I don't think that shit was cute at all, and I think they need to stop. Like, knock that shit off, because I'm sick of I love you one scene, then being a confessional gangster or saying stuff later, and I just want to get everybody together. You don't. It's giving it's like, I don't know what to expect today, tomorrow. Like,
unmedicated. It's giving unmedicated a little bit.
See, I don't want
6'7".
Is it I think all these girls are insane.
Well, no, and look, I will say that what we were able to see was the girls in the end take a picture. Like Claudia said earlier in the live, Angela asked Shamea, "Are you and Portia good?" And you could tell they wanted to get a moment in the end. It fell flat. And look, that was that. But I will say this. Bravo to the season 18 cast. This season was talked about in a way that I haven't seen in a very long time.
Absolutely.
It was really very entertaining, and we all had a good time recapping it.
Speaking French again?
You said what?
Speaking French again. They drained me. Marlo Hampton. Shout out to you.
They drained me. All right, so super chats coming up really fast. We were able to show a lot before we ended. So we have a Dursey Lowe's K brought up Black again, saying, "You cool even though you lied on me knowing Black." Okay.
Yep.
Okay. All right. No, listen, I stand corrected. Thank you, I Dursey. Love your photo.
Mm-hmm.
You doubled down and even asked, so you never responded to him in the DMs. Okay. Thank you for that, my love. We have RHOA. No, Kay absolutely said in the beginning she knew him. They never gave Drew the chance to really check it because Kay goes from 0 to 100 purposely. Okay. EJ552, mind you, this is exactly what Phaedra was trying to do during season 4 for Sheree, but Sheree didn't want Bobbiana in jail. That's Bob Wiltfield, her ex-husband, in case y'all didn't know. Samira said, Kelly is the stand-up for homeless, not toothless. You are mean. Paige said, Carlos was clowning Miss Standard during the whole interview. His facial expressions and gaps said it all. I have the best time with Kelly, FYI.
She seems fun.
Yeah, she's fun. She doesn't. I will say this. Shout out to Kelly Potter. We had a good time. it's rare, honestly, and I'm being honest when I say this. It's rare nowadays to interview somebody that isn't so PR trained because you're unable to get the real from them because they want to answer everything in the most PC way. And it doesn't always make for a fun interview. I had a fun time with Kelly. And Kelly was with the shits upon entry. I clearly was with the shits wearing an apron with no shirt. So the immediate vibe that she and I both had, it carried into the interview. And I will say this, Kelly has said, and I made sure to keep this in, Kelly watches Monday Night Live every week.
Oh, she had a time tonight.
You know, and she's like, look, she's the one who admitting it. All the girls do too. But one thing Kelly did say is, y'all love me one week. The next week, y'all say one thing. She said, but I get it. I get it. And what I want the audience to walk away from the Kelly interview is be happy that you have a housewife who isn't trying to be something to you guys. She is who she is. And I promise you, Kelly was a breath of fresh air. I had to call the producers and say, you all did a fantastic job casting her. Like I on their 10s. Kelly has something that I think this show needs, which is this grandiose personality. And listen, we all want our reality stars to be Delulu a bit. And shade. It's more so like pop your shit. Be audacious. So, anyways, I wasn't laughing at Kelly at all. I was laughing because she makes me laugh, and I thought it was funny, and we had a good time with our banter. But kudos to Kelly Potter. Kudos to her.
I agree.
Okay.
And I like the goddamn Tom Ford T-shirt. I told y'all last
you did
she
actually
had it on.
You did. As Blue sips her.
I think all great reality stars are delusional a little bit.
Yes.
Or they put that on the show. And that's what makes it. Like if they were just acting sensible, like our friends that we have in real life, and we're like, oh, okay, they always make the right decision. How boring would that be? Like we need a girl to like even though I give some of these people a hard time, like even a Phaedra, she's like some of her delusion is but it makes the confidence is entertaining. All of them. I can go down the line, like Portia with her, you know, some of her stuff that she's done, her antics, but it's cute and it makes her a good reality star. Who else? Shoot,
I feel you.
All of them, like being delusional like that.
Nene was the most fun of them all. Like Nene was the queen of that shit.
Nene making comments about people's looks and all the things broke, and when we all saw her humble beginnings, it's like, have you forgotten? But that is great TV. Absolutely. Like you got to give credit where credit is due. They all have a little bit of like, wait, what? The only one I think Shamea needs to get a little bit more of that, and I think she'll be fine.
She's getting it because even in our interview when she said, and we were going to her elevator, and she said, you know, this is the same elevator that's in the same Regis. You know, the same people who built that one built this one because you know they said I love the same Regis. And I said, yes, bitch.
That's what I want to see.
I told Shamea, I said, I want to see this. Like, to all my housewives, pop your shit. Like, pop it.
And even Britt, even though it was short-lived and she got on my goddamn nerves, but some of her delusion, like the delusion part of her was good for TV, but some of her other stuff wasn't, right? But like, like acting like you're so rich and then showing up to like a hurricane relief thing with like $40 worth of shit. That is good TV. Remember when she had to make that donation? It was like $12.
That was Britt.
Yeah, Britt.
I'm saying her name. If you say one more time, she's gonna pop up. Can we not?
Y'all are.
It's like Voldemort. Jesus.
How many more super chats we got in this bitch?
Shout out to No Chaser TV. Shout out No Chase. Well, Chase, and that's why we didn't report it. He's talking about the Nene and Shamea rumors. We got it's Ethiopian as a first gen who just graduated law school and took the bar last week. Do you have any advice for a raindrop who would like to break the legal industry for AIP issues mentioned? Open to mentorship. My resume is update it.
Oh, they ask
you
us
gotta send that closer to 7 p.m. By 10 o'clock, we be like,
Yeah, you should ask someone that's like very qualified for that, like Ebony. Ebony K. Williams. Ask Ebony, she would know and give you good advice.
Yeah.
I'm about to start taking my meal replacement. Ciao.
Yes.
I can give you advice.
Congratulations, baby. And I will say this. Get a bunch of internships. Get a bunch of internships. That's the best way to do it. Night with Nola. The way Letitia looked at Glenn and was like, what the F? In terms of the mothers on Belle Collective, I think his mom drinks wild Irish rum. Okay. Ian Mac, it's been 2 seasons. I like Shamea on 2 episodes. Y'all give Shamea too much grace. Love y'all though. Keep doing y'all thing. I love to watch y'all every single Monday. The Mel B says some folks are simply jealous of Shamea, and that's all.
Some are. I believe that.
ACH Pittman says Shamea saw herself as a B character. We got Phyllis 2752. Shamea is the thorn in the group and always bring the negative. They all were having fun. She pulled that stunt on Drew. Kelly was even nice to Drew and P. Amina says, why did it take 17 episodes to see all this with Drew? She run it to, hey, boo, comparing Shamea backing Portia last season against Drew is not the same as an entire season. Majority of the cast, except Kelly, ganging up on Shamea. That's a tough spot to be in, and the gang up is not good TV. All right. I think that's all we have, y'all. Wait, one more. Well, I'm sorry. Wait.
A couple came in just now.
Yeah, 5 more. Dark Child 99, Claudia, will you be making cameo on Housewives Girls Trip 20th anniversary special?
Oh, that'd be fun.
Also, will you be on the Love and Hip Hop farewell special in the fall as well?
I qualified for the Love and Hip Hop one, but not for the Housewives one.
Which is airing Sunday, episode 1.
I'm looking forward to that season.
Me too. Bridget, Carlos, what does Jarvis look like? I love Kelly. He's cute.
Like cute, like
cute. Like I expected something else. He's cute. He's a man.
Masculine, mannish or boyish cute?
No, he's masculine cute.
Oh,
that's what's up.
Is he sexy?
Well, out of respect to him, I'm not gonna say he's sexy, but I will say no woman's turning him down.
Oh, I saw the one. Never mind. I'll text y'all.
Thanks for the record. I asked that summit.
Ooh, she said it's not my fault.
You did, baby. You did. And guess what? Come DM me. Okay. Last question is: fans love Erica Jane t-shirt dress for that she on her first season wore, but dog Kelly, and that is from Ben Fly 1986. All right, Dustin, Claudia Blue, is there anything y'all got going on? Y'all want the raindrops to know what y'all have though?
Yeah, but I can't tell you yet, and that's why I'm in Atlanta working. But shout out to ATL, you know what I'm saying?
When'd you get there, Dustin?
This morning.
Okay.
I'm here all week.
Oh, that's amazing.
Get that check.
Yes. All right. So upcoming. All right. Blue Toulousma, what you got, boo?
I have an announcement to make next week.
Yes.
But for this week, just go to Blue Centric on YouTube and let me talk my shit or whatever. I've been giving y'all shout outs and stuff and telling people to come watch us on Mondays. I love it.
No, Blue Crew's being here, boo.
No, they be out. Yeah, please don't embarrass me. But yeah, so go to Blue Centric on YouTube. We will finally be talking about Married at First Sight. I wanted to ask, are any of you watching Married at First Sight?
I watched one of the last episodes, but I didn't go back and watch the rest of the season. Now I want to because everybody look gay as fuck on there.
That's why I asked y'all, because there's a lot of it feels a little DL, but I don't want out nobody. Claudia, do you watch Married at First Sight?
No.
It's
obviously they not gay because they ain't really, at least currently.
No, it's not obvious. People
but they look, when you look at these men, there's multiple men on the cast where you would look and make a reasonable assumption that they were, queer adjacent. And so it's just like, oh damn, they ain't gay. Okay.
But they're
how they gonna do this?
So I'm trying to figure out a socially responsible way to cover it because of the queer presenting conundrum.
I'm gonna catch up and come in. I'm gonna catch up and I'll come guest.
Please,
I'll come
I'm gonna have
over.
Bridget this week because she's married, and I'm gonna have you come because you's gay. Because I need to cover myself.
Yeah.
So that's where I'll be, y'all. Until I can make an announcement next week, just find me on Blue Century.
Okay, Claudia.
Side dish 5 days a week, and also me and Demetri McKinney have a movie that's dropping on this Saturday, August 8th. We have a premiere in Dallas. The first showing of it is totally sold out, so they're gonna do another whole screening the following weekend in Dallas. You can get your tickets out. I'm gonna post a link on the page. And then the movie I'm working on in Rhode Island right now, I think they're going to drop the press on the 17th, 18th. I could talk about it and share. I really want to talk about, these amazing people I'm working with, like biggest movie that I worked on yet, biggest budget.
I love that for you.
Yeah.
What's the first movie called? I watched lots of movies.
Don't Answer. It's called Don't Answer. It's very dramatic. And Demetri McKinney, she did her thing.
Love Demetria.
Great actress. Yes. Yeah. Yep. And they got me married to a white man on that movie.
Oh.
And you should see our kids, what our kids look like. They're so cute.
Oh my God, you see me the
like little Jesse Smollett?
One is.
Okay, that's what I thought. Yeah.
But they're very cute. But I can't wait for y'all to see it. So Don't Answer.
She's right. It's actually, but no, check that out, Raindrops. And then again, Belle Collector Reunion Part 2 is Friday.
Can't wait.
Check that out. But love you, Raindrops. Thank you all for tuning in. You will see the four of us back next Monday. So
who's interview this week? We got to ask.
No, I'm not dropping one this week because Kelly Powder.
You still running
up? The numbers are still running up, huh?
Is doing really. Kelly is doing really well. So I'm holding off on one this week. So I'm dropping one next week. That is a delight. And it's
I just point out that the two people that a lot of the fans claim they can't stand so much on Housewives, Kelly and Shamea, got the numbers running up, which is.
I will say this. True. Shout out to Shamea's interview. Shamea has the third highest viewed Atlanta Housewife interview on my channel.
The first two.
Stop playing with Shamea. Big Shamea on their ass. Yeah. Stop playing with Shamea. I love her.
But it's what I always listen. I know when I say this, it gets lost in translation or falls on deaf ears, and that's fine. But the ones who really want to learn how this business works, and for the reality star who really wants to know how to sustain themselves in this business, Shamea's interview, it has, I think at this point, it's like 530,000 views.
Wow.
She may be Kenya's. Kenya has the second highest rated.
So who's the
Nene probably.
So Nene, Kenya, and Shamea.
Wow.
So my point is this.
Oh my God.
And I'm gonna close by saying this. This is a good lesson for the reality star, and it's a good lesson for the reality fans. Your hatred, fans, for someone doesn't translate when people are really viewing the show.
Yeah.
Right? It does, and that's why I always tell the reality star, the hate you get online, you can't feed into it because it doesn't translate in the real world. And I think Shamea's interview, my entire team was shocked at how well Shamea's interview did. Shamea's interview broke numbers for my channel. It may surpass Kenya's at the rate that it's going. And I think is a lot has to do with just her honesty and just and listen, timing is everything too. So my point saying all of this is this. For the fans, you can hate on somebody all you want to. It doesn't mean anything. It just means that your hatred comes from your love of other people. And you have every right to do that. Do what you want to do. But for the reality star, when you're hated online, don't pay attention to it. Kelly's interview in 1 week is about to do 200,000 views. In 1 week. Somebody y'all hate, right? So once again, numbers don't lie, but men and women do. Okay, so thank you, Raindrops. I love you guys. I love you, Claudia. Welcome back, Dustin. We're so
thank you. I love y'all.
Love you, Blue. And I will see you guys next week.
Bye.
Did it, Joe?